We need to get. It's been a little bit since I've done abs. What's heavy enough? He's looking at his like rack, and he's like got like the different medicine balls. And he's like, not heavy enough. And he looks over and he sees the world sea kind of pulsing in the background, and he's like,
I don't like the sound of that. What are you thinking?
Let me think on it.
Mm-hmm.
Continues looking.
Let him cook.
And is Hoagie there too?
Yeah, Hoagie's in there. Hoagie's currently just doing some like, little trap work with the bag of flour.
Is he lifting Fithic?
Huh? No, he has a bag of flour. He's just, I guess not traps, but
That's
triceps.
heavier than Fithic.
Yeah.
What is that over?
That's fair.
What's going on with Hoagie over? And then like he's assuming that like Raleigh looked over and he's
That's
gonna
really
like kind of
clever
like walk
use
over
of-
really fast, grab the egg. Hoagie, over here now.
Oh, he just drops the bag of flour.
Those are resources.
Oh,
He's gonna get into like the
Don't
like,
even try.
the like the
Sit-up position?
sit-up position. Thank
we're
you.
doing feet to feet?
Feet to feet, Hoagie.
I don't know.
He's
Dick
gonna-
to dick works
He's
better.
gonna hold the egg, which is fucking massive. And he's gonna go and pass.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2,
Numbers.
1, 2, 3, 2.
This is like a military jingle. I like it.
What do you two think you're doing?
2,
The appropriate use of military
PT. Oh,
requisitioned items.
I don't remember this being a part of the P90.
Part of the P100.
I think you just made that up.
Oh, it's over 9,000.
That's because the P90's weak shit.
I'm sure it is.
Oh shit, this one. Yep. Rhythm was never my thing.
And he's gonna hold it back and he's gonna hold it with one arm.
Make an athletics check. I don't usually do that for the skits, but I feel like it's appropriate.
This is an appropriate use of that item, I think. Really.
Seed of the World Tree. It's now just a medicine ball.
I mean, it's just sitting in a corner.
Dirty 20.
Alright.
It's gonna pass it over.
It's never good to leave things in.
Go ahead. John looking at me expectantly.
Wait, you get advantage though, don't you?
I do.
Oh, good.
26.
Other arm.
He like palms it.
Like a palm in the egg.
Just John and Nate grunting into the
Fabergé leg. Leave me your engine.
All right, put that down now.
Oh.
Gently.
Sets it down.
I'm gonna drop unceremoniously the bag of flour from before into your herbs.
Hoagie starts kind of just tossing a potato.
What are you doing?
Just getting ready to take a snock.
I throw a dagger at it.
As he goes to take
I
a
don't
bite,
have
a
a
dagger.
dagger. I would hope it carries it through to the wall.
This is like half the potatoes missing.
Make an attack roll.
Sweet. I can totally do that. It fails.
Oh
I
no! Oh no!
I eat with my arms, right? This is where I try to.
Here we go. Let's roll another attack.
That's much better. 21.
What's your AC, Hoagie?
15.
So you hit Hoagie
Yeah.
in the hand with the dagger.
With an ice knife, because I don't actually have fucking daggers.
I just throw the potato as that, and it hits this glowing orb that's causing the light in the room.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'll kiss it and make it better. Oh,
And
oh,
then
good.
it's dark.
And it's just bleeding more.
Yeah.
And Finn's gonna be like, no, this is how you treat that.
Oh.
Don't you have healing?
P100!
Hoagie just looking around.
Don't ask difficult questions.
This is the most I've ever seen any of you cooperate.
Oh, I'm so sorry, love.
And it ended
Don't
with
touch
you
it.
with a hole in his hand.
I'm so sorry, love.
Okay.
Doesn't need another kiss.
1, 2,
No, that was 3 and 4.
4, 3.
All right. Welcome to Lizards and Locations, Roots of Yggdrasil, as our group of adventurers attempt once again to do
hurt each
anything
other.
as a group without it failing, well, not miserably, but maybe a hiccup or two.
Wow, I hurt my husband.
A hole in the hand. He's had worse.
And now you
I'm
get to
writing
clip all
down-
of our grunts and,
Yeah.
do with that what you will.
My notes say Hoagie didn't need that hand. Good thing this isn't canon.
True enough. Yes, thank you for joining us for Roots of Yggdrasil. Let's get right into it. Let's hit the intro. Okay, and welcome back. Let's go over what has happened last time on Roots of Yggdrasil. Our intrepid adventurers have ridden the Howling Corsair to the realm of Alfheim, where they approached a interesting ringed city that they learned to be named Gudrod. They have arrived. They had a little bit of half of a run-in with the authorities, where few people decided to let their weapons be confiscated so that they were not able to walk around with a literal arsenal of weapons around on their person. Except for one of the group who decided that yes, he would indeed pay the 30 gold fine for holding all 8 of his weapons?
Yeah.
Okay. Because nothing says a reasonable amount of weapons like
Like a
more
good
than you can
arse.
hold 3 times over.
No.
Put backpacks before.
Would a javelin fit in a backpack?
No, it's just strapped to my
I think
back.
it's just like you just got freaking sticks
Yeah.
strapped to your back at this point.
Yep.
They made their way up to the northern area of the ringed city of Gudrod, and they have arrived at a temple that was under attack by... They didn't get a great look at him, but it looked like some shadowy forms attacking a priest in bright white robes. After a bit of a scuffle, they were able to dispatch the shadowy figures, and the priest, whose name was Leon Alrianrith. Easy for me to say, I made the character.
You did this to yourself.
I have only myself to blame. Elven names are a little strange sometimes, but that's how it is.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes you can just, say, Elrond isn't especially... thing, Legolas isn't especially strange. It's pretty easy to say.
It's pretty strange.
You're pretty strange.
Probably.
Yeah, that's how I know.
Maybe you made the character instead, and it's not my fault.
Yeah.
What?
Anyway,
I'm
it
the
is now
captain
immediately after that little kerfuffle with the Shadow Monks, and he's feeling a little beat up. He got poisoned a couple times, and I feel almost passed out at least once. But that's where we left off. So what do you guys want to do?
I want to talk to the priest.
Bring it home.
I healed him, right?
You did help to fight the poison. Yeah.
Yes, you have healed him of the poison.
You didn't just light him on fire.
We found out some of the weapons were tipped with poison or something like that.
Yes.
Mm.
They basically had poison
Yeah.
weapons. And then Finn did lay on hands, used 5 of his pool to cure the poison.
Mm-hmm.
How does you're going to go talk to him? You said, right?
Yeah.
how do you look? Are you like damaged right now a lot, or like? Because I'm like half health. Was curious like.
I don't have any damage.
Okay, so you look good. Like you look like.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm cruising.
Not a hair out of place.
Yeah.
Not a hair out of place. So you and Raleigh just prim, exact, all of the threads still in order. Just walks past. Good job, pat pat.
You pat him on the ass because he's 9 feet tall.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a bruise there. Oh,
That's not my problem.
I got literally punched in the ass.
At least once.
Thought that was my job.
It is.
You can't even reach us.
No, that's exactly the spot I can't reach.
Nate's just going through all the possible fan fiction.
Pens on paper.
But really, love, are you okay?
Yeah.
I passed you a healing potion.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Take.
Yep. Takes a good
Mark
look.
off a healing potion. Go ahead and heal, or however much.
Are they behind you? What?
Are they?
Yeah, I think they're on
Probably, yeah.
the back. Oh, right there.
Yeah, which one was it?
Is it just common?
Just a regular, I
The
think.
one next
I
Oh,
didn't
regular.
write anything
Yeah.
special.
Makes the TMI.
He's the keeper of the potion.
Jimmy Potion?
Yes.
9.
Wow.
Wow.
We need
Oh,
Good
God.
roll.
That's one less than the maximum. You want
Give
to
it back to Tiamat.
Oh shit.
Cool.
If we don't give her a job, she gets testy.
I'll give you testing.
Speaking of techno.
That's how I know.
Test givers are a job.
Anyway,
Speaking of Tusty. Rather bruise.
right, so Raleigh goes over and addresses
no.
Leon,
I like those.
who's like goes over and kind of sits in one of the non-ruined pews along the cathedral.
How are you faring?
I'll recover. Glad he kind of like takes a moment to actually look at the four of you because it was a bit hectic. And he looks at you and he like looks at you like, you guys are a bit of a ragtag group, so he's just kind of like, okay. And then he sees the two of you in your military uniforms. And so you can see when he sees the two of you, kind of like relaxes a little bit because it is a known quantity at least. So there's like, okay, these aren't just random people that have just charged in and murdered 3 of his assailants. I guess murdered is not quite the word to use, but
Dispatch.
yeah, there we go. So yeah, he kind of like is holding his side a little bit. There's a few wounds and scrapes and like cuts along his robes. They aren't quite the regal vestiges that you would expect from him because he seems like a very high-ranking member of that particular patronage. So he kind of looks like, I'll be fine. Can I help you? Are you here for service?
What's your name?
Did it? Ah, yes, Leon Ali Ornrinth is my name. Please. Don't worry about, just Leon, be fine. Father.
Ornrinth?
Arnrith.
Arn.
Ali Arnrith. I'll spell it for you.
Okay.
So his first name, L-Y-A-N-N.
Oh, my apostrophe. Oh.
Second name, A-L-Y-A-R-N-R-Y-T-H.
I actually have the spelling here.
Mhm.
I've misspelled it 7 times.
Oh, R-N-R?
A-R-N-R-Y-T-H.
Oh,
Arnrith. Cleon Ali Arnrith.
Since you're so confused.
I don't remember why we
What's his
came.
first name?
You don't remember why you came?
Yeah, I
Just-
remember that we're looking.
Are we out of character here?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, so the objective you guys are having, and I apologize for this.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, we're here because Alfheim is one of the realms that we need to take the seed to.
Correct.
Okay, so we're trying to actually get to the actual Alfheim that would be or what we would think would be.
Essentially, what it's come down to is you guys need to expose the seed to the essence of each realm. Because you guys haven't necessarily
You've done it
gone.
once so far,
Yeah,
right?
you guys you've done Midgard.
Yeah.
Because like having it be in Midgard isn't necessarily the thing that does the special thing. You need to be exposed to like the essence of Midgard, which would be like because Priest Velgar was basically the one in charge of the essence of Midgard, which is why he's able to expand it.
Gotcha.
So you don't necessarily need to go to Alfheim,
We need
Svartalfheim, Nilfheim,
Being
etc.
or something. That
You need some kind of you need to like expose it to the essence of that.
Some kind of conduit.
Okay.
And I say this specifically for this particular area because there are ways that you could get to Alfheim, but it's not necessarily the only way to accomplish the goal that you have in front of
Maybe
you.
the darkness. could
No,
be
the
the
word
way
is
to do it.
catalyst. That's what it is.
Catalyst.
Catalyst is a good word for it.
Okay, so we just ended up at the church just bebopping around.
You were looking for this person. We
You were
told to
looking. You were looking for him specifically because somebody gave you his name
Yeah.
to go look for him because he would know how to basically find this either focus point or rift or somewhat. If anyone knew how to get to where you need to go, that was that person's best guess. Is this particular priest?
Okay.
We're going to be the guy to go to get through to the true Alfheim.
The celestial realm.
Specifically, we are looking for a conduit or catalyst for the realm's essence. We were told that you would be someone to ask. Father.
Father.
That's his title.
Not really a fan of fathers.
We're going to pack that
Like all father.
one.
Like Odin, all father.
You're not
Different
a fan of him
title,
either.
but yes.
So he's not a god.
Yes, the Allfather, and you see him do like a hand motion.
The rod. Oh, sorry, that's the city.
I do it backwards. I'm kidding. That's ridiculous.
Be careful what you say.
Hoagie dishonesty.
I was kidding.
Hope he accepts me for all our differences.
You hope.
It's a dangerous thing you request. Can I ask for what purpose? I noticed the two of you are with the armed forces of the Rock of Brawl. I assume this is official business?
This is...
On some level,
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
But also a divine purpose. Some of column A, some of column B, as some would say.
Divine purpose.
It does fall into multiple purviews.
You see him kind of like shift a little bit more, and then you see like his hand glow as he kind of has recovered himself a little bit. You can see like him channeling some healing energy. He kind of breathes a little bit easier. He stands up and he sits up a little bit taller. Excuse me.
Cannot tell you everything, but we can tell you that the Allfather waits with bated breath.
You are on a quest for the Allfather.
Yeah. All father as well as what's their face? The person we met.
Yorth.
Yorth.
Yord. Yeah. Or is it Yorth?
Fjord.
I think
It's Yorth. It's a thorn.
It's the D that makes the T.
the thorn is either TH or D, and I think we're
D is what
going
we
with D because otherwise we'd be calling him Othin.
Oh.
So
Yord.
we're just going to go with Odin, and all thorns are going to be D's for the sake of brevity.
Okay.
Like actual
every
scholars
god-
can't agree on this thing, so
Every god has his thorns.
Boo!
You know,
I like the harshness of Ord rather
Yeah.
than Earth.
Yeah.
I like Ord. Like Odin. Yord.
Wait, you just make fun of Mike Tyson. Jeez. You hear that?
I'll cut you. I'll cut you, motherfucker. I'll cut you.
I'm gonna fuck him in the ass.
wow.
Yeah, so Jord just, we found it, we do we tell them about the egg?
What
I
egg?
suppose we do now.
Do you guys have the seed with you?
No, I think we left
Yeah, I
it.
think we left it on the ship for safekeeping.
We usually leave it on the ship.
Yeah.
Interesting.
because we didn't want to bring it when we were getting checked. Right? Otherwise, it probably would have been found when we got checked. So
Yeah. Okay.
Thinking about it might be hard to.
So
Finn's gonna flash him a look that he knows to be like, shut the
He's just
fuck
like,
up or I'm gonna hurt you.
He really likes omelets, what can I say?
This is another one of those situations where I get thrown in jail.
he's just watching the two of you like discuss this. Like. So,
Your.
the Aesir and the Vanir, both clans of gods, have given you a quest, you say.
I didn't say it. This. You just.
I said it.
Yeah.
You, the collective you, my son.
Oh no, he's your dad.
The disambiguation of you. I do know where one may go to commune with the light of Alfheim.
Light up off him?
Correct. This chapel is dedicated to the light. To find the essence, the nexus, if you will, one must go to the middle of the Alfheim wilds, in the center of the illuminated light, illuminated ring that embraces Gudrode. In the center you will find a temple. I can bring you there. However, this all sounds a little too fantastic even for me, a man of the faith. For people to just appear and say they are on a divine quest, I'll need to see some sort of proof.
Well, certainly we should probably take the egg to said temple.
The egg. You've mentioned that.
Oh. It's. Is this me? Do I speak? Do you speak? Do we speak?
Take your time.
It's
you
about
see,
the
like this big hippo just like pointing.
If we have to take it, what's the secret?
The gods gave us a vessel to collect
That's out of character.
magic from all of the
It couldn't
realms.
possibly be Raleigh's voice. Come on now.
Did Raleigh say any of that out loud? Like the egg?
Let's say no, because Raleigh doesn't speak.
It's true, it's fair.
Raleigh's,
Okay, so-
Raleigh's pretty good about it. Yeah,
The gods gave us a
I would be the one
vessel
that slips.
and made it.
He has Hoagie has mentioned the egg.
Canonically slips.
Raleigh would know this about Finn, that Finn does not Finn is already looking this person up and down, trying to see any signs of deceit that would clue him in on this is not a person I
So
want to share.
what you're telling me is you're making an insight check.
I am making an insight check.
I believe this man fully.
Unfortunately, not a strong suit of mine, even though it probably should be.
Is there any way I can help?
I don't know. How would you help?
Do your
tell
own
me.
insight check.
I think
Well, think about it when you're in a situation where you're not sure if somebody is real or not, that you're next to somebody you trust a lot. You exchange a look.
my interpretation would be
How
that
about this? You give me your character's impression of character, and if you say you don't trust him, then you can kind of urge Finn to make that check. And I could consider that maybe helpful. Because if he thinks you don't trust him, then he might be a bit more. He might have more impetus to question his motive.
Raleigh has gotten this far in her life because she is naturally cautious. She second guesses a lot. She looks for bad intent in things, and it is
Cynical and jaded, if you will.
cynical and jaded, if you will. And it's not necessarily the half drow, but it definitely is related,
Mm-hmm.
mostly because of the way that people treat her.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he starts asking for more information, even though they've given him plenty,
Okay, arguably so.
she's like, interesting. So if he looks to Raleigh for, is it just me or does he seem weird? Then Raleigh's going to be like, give him the universal look of, is he for real?
What was the roll?
I haven't rolled yet. Am I rolling with advantage?
Yes.
We did it, guys.
We got there.
Natural 20.
Hot dang.
Can I insight check that roll?
Plus what? I don't do the natural 20 thing. So what's the overall?
What?
Plus 0, it's 20.
Oh, plus 0.
Okay. So 20. What do you mean what?
What?
Sorry, I don't do that.
What?
But as you're looking him over, and he's like, you can see like you kind of like scan him over, and you can see his eyes are darting between the four of you, and just kind of like darting towards where the his assailants just escaped from. He thinks it's a little convenient that everyone just kind of like you guys just showed up on a crazy vision quest right on time when he needed help. So he's a little suspicious of you. And he's also he's basically what you're asking him is take us to a site of unimaginable power and just let you do whatever the fuck you're talking about doing. So it's
he's fantastical.
Yeah, and like I said, even for a man of the cloth who his whole thing is faith and like believing that there's a process going on here and like the light is there to protect him, like even he's like, this is a little too convenient even for a divine intervention type of thing. So
Was the insight that, or was the insight more checking, should we tell them about the egg?
His insight check said that he was suspicious of the character. So I'm telling him what the character's mindset is.
Okay.
And he got a 20, so I'm giving him basically as much information as there is.
Yeah, I'm specifically inciting like the character in like, okay, we show up and this guy's getting attacked by dark forces. I mean, that sounds like, yeah, he's the victim, but also it could be that he tried to do something that was particularly like unholy or something, and he's raising the dead. Or
yeah, the two of you are basically in the same area of this seems too convenient. It's convenient that we showed up just as you were being attacked. Like, and he's like, oh, it's convenient that you showed up just as I was being attacked. And what's going? And like, did somebody set this up? Like, it's just caution.
Finn is specifically clocking right now that he's like kind of like he's thinking something similar. Like he can kind of see by his mannerisms. Oh, he's thinking like I'm like convenient to show up. Like he's like piecing this together. Yeah. And he's like, oh, okay.
So there's a level of trust there, but not enough to just kind of like, oh yeah, come to the altar of fucking nuclear bombs and take all the nuclear bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I want them. I want 12 of them.
12 nuclear bomb, please.
Please.
Please, Oppenheimer. Give me the nuclear bombs.
Give me the launch codes.
He broke him.
That was really good. That was really good.
I promise I won't do anything bad.
Arnor, I blew the city. Oopsies.
Well, you're getting a little bit into 2004, like XDR.
I thought that was what we were doing.
I was doing that. I was like Mr. Obama, like a little like. Nah, whatever. It doesn't matter. It was funny.
There's a big center of that Venn diagram, my friend.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I think he just leaned. Whatever.
I went the exact expected yes and.
Yeah. It's really good.
Leon, there's a level of trust that I'm going to place in you right now that I don't normally extend to anyone. At least not until I've gotten to know them more.
Except for me, perhaps.
As he's talking, I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts at the priest.
Okay, what is that entail?
You get the wisdom save? Or...
It might be intelligence. Wisdom save.
It's a 7 or 1. So, okay, it's 10.
Nope, he fails. So I, for now, know his surface thoughts as
Okay.
Finn asked the question.
There's not a whole lot different than the insight check that he got, except for now you can explicitly hear him thinking, these people just show up out of the blue and they need to see the altar. What is their plan? What are they thinking? What are they planning?
Mm-hmm.
And should I give them this information?
Okay.
There's a level of trust I'm placing in you that I don't normally extend to anyone, but the matter is pressing.
How long does this last?
We have in
I
our
can just
tow
keep extending it, but I have to decide.
the
to
world
reach
seed
deeper.
from York. And you are probably one of, let's say, 2 now that know this information. Do with that what you will. Other than the group of us, of course.
You can hear it, and if the tech thoughts is still going,
Mhm.
he's kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah.
If this is for real, this is of cataclysmic proportions.
Yeah, it lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
So, we need to get to the center. It's not an option.
Question. We'd have to go back and get it though. I didn't bring it with me.
Well, yeah, we don't want to tote it through the streets.
I just know that before we go to the wilds, we just have to go get it. That's all. You see how he kind of back up after his contribution.
Finn does actually in real life, it's like kind of like he's like being very serious, and then Hoagie's like, "We gotta go get it." You just feel like, come. Yeah, we gotta go get it for sure.
Oh, what was I supposed to bring it?
Well,
wait,
I've got the rings on me, guys.
I didn't pay for it.
Was that my job?
well, I can bring you guys to the center of the wilds. It is a bit of a trek. A few days worth of traveling at least. And it does require clearance to do so, but I can grant you this clearance. It's a holy site that sometimes pilgrims will go to speak their truth and find enlightenment. Sometimes literally. But if you guys need to take your time, he kind of like looks around his chapel. There's like a broken rose window there.
Someone jumped through the stained glass.
Yeah, this one stained glass is broken. There's a few other like broken like pews. It's just a little worse for wear. He's like, you can hear him in his mind. He's debating if he should stay here and fix the chapel or if he should go with you because it's not necessarily safe to stay. And you can kind of see that behind his eyes as he mulls that over. How about this? Take me with you to your ship. Something is going on here that I'm not entirely sure for my safety. So, I will grant you a guide to the altar of Alfheim, and you in turn make sure that I don't end up with a knife in my back, which seems to be the going pastime in this chapel.
Seems like a pretty square deal.
He kind of like sits up, stands up, kind of like, because he's like a lanky elf, and he kind of like reaches down,
Mm-hmm.
shakes your hand.
And he'll notice that Finn's grip is pretty like.
Finn supports the story.
Before we go any farther, I've introduced myself. Could I get your names, please?
Finn Dietrich, captain of the Howling Corsair.
Captains.
Lieutenant Raleigh Dietrich.
Oh, okay. Yes. He looks to Hoagie first because that's just like the natural thing to do.
Would you call it the elephant in the room?
Yeah.
No, the hippo. Hoagie.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you.
What title do the other people on the ship have?
You would know that. You would know better than I. I didn't write it down.
Sailor.
Ensign.
Seaman.
Seaman.
Let's go with sailor.
Seaman first class.
Is it like ensign or because?
I don't think.
Are you asking? Like what the military rank would be?
Yes.
Well, Hughes is a commander.
Yeah, it wouldn't be an
So
officer
high.
rank that you guys have.
No, of
It
course
would
not.
be
Of course,
technically
it wouldn't
seaman.
actually.
It would be seaman.
Yeah.
Well, but
Seaman.
I don't actually know a ton
Not
of the ranks.
spacemen?
So what are all of their ranks?
Okay.
Let's go with spaceman.
It could be spaceman, but seaman is funnier.
It is funnier.
It would be spaceman if we're going by the Space Force of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
why would we want to go by that?
But
This show is funny as
But-
fuck.
to be technically speaking, you guys are classified as a Navy. So even
Master
if,
Chief.
so it's not because you are along the astral sea, so you are seaman.
If I know these ranks, what's one rank above what Finn is?
Above captain,
Commodore.
admiral.
Admiral Vivek.
And Finn's gonna slap and smack the hand. I'm an admiral.
Admiral Vivek.
You're the roll with disadvantage
Why?
Because he's literally fighting
because-
you.
because
You're captain.
It is so unbelievable what you have just said. Because one, you're not in a
Uniform.
uniform.
Admirals don't have to wear uniforms.
Yes,
Yes,
they
they
do.
do.
Secondly, admirals do not usually accompany ships around. They are usually stationed.
And that's something
on
the
shore.
priest just happens to know. 15.
He kind of looks at you, and it's been, and just at the end of the 1 minute, you hear his voice trail out. There's no goddamn fucking. It trails off. Like, is any part of that true, or is
Which part?
the one after the admiral?
Physics. Yeah, that's
Is it
physics.
true?
Yeah. Tip.
These are my seamen.
Nope. I'm not part of the military.
Is it-
Definitely his seaman.
I got my own seaman, first of all. Let's get that right.
Yeah, you do.
Quite an interesting crew you have, Captain.
Very interesting indeed.
Well, it's
I'm a mercenary. So, you know. So you don't think I'm military.
kind of looks you up and down, kind of nods. Yeah.
This isn't soldier built.
Yeah, not military shit. Okay. So he is now accompanying you. I assume you guys want to head back towards the.
I think we'll probably
Take a rest.
take a short rest first. I'm assuming this whole conversation we could have just made that a short
How
rest. Right?
useful are short rests,
We can
though?
do short rests, and then as you guys are having this conversation, you guys are patching yourselves up,
Cool.
bandaging yourself, that centering your mind. If for anybody who needs to do that for spellcasting, excuse me.
Okay. Only other thing I'm thinking of is you probably need to disguise him or something so that he's not a target in the streets as well.
Okay.
We're not
It's an option, sure.
do we have a disguise kit on us or?
I may.
I can't say this. What you guys probably have are uniforms.
That's true. I could just throw my coat around him.
Just an odd.
I, in fact,
It's-
do not have
I'm
a
giving you
disguise kit.
one idea, and the rest is up to you guys.
I apparently did not pick the pack with the disguise kit in it when I
I
was
rolled-
building my character.
I rolled
Got traveler's clothes.
I rolled all my hit dice and rolled
All of
D6.
Oh, dang, okay.
Yeah, so I just rolled it on here because it's easier. So I'm back at full health now.
I did not
Okay.
take short rest. I'm fine. But I do not have a disguise kit. But I don't wear my overcoat, so he can wear my overcoat.
Okay.
Did
Part
you
of
need to take
my
a rest or
uniform.
no?
I took one. It doesn't actually do anything.
Health points?
How
I
tall is
didn't.
your
I
character?
wasn't down.
My character
I was literally where I was
is
after I got healed.
5'8".
That's about what my character is. It'll be a bit smaller than him, but
You want to put on just your overcoat over him?
Yeah.
Okay. So not a full uniform.
No, but I carry it because it's part of the uniform, but it impedes my sneaky and archeriness. So it's perfectly pressed and folded in a
So
bag.
okay, so you're saying it's yours. You're trying to give him. He's like 6'5", so I'm not sure if that would work.
It would look rather silly.
It would look like he has like a half jacket on, and I don't think it would do much to disguise him. But if that's what you want to do, then absolutely.
It's all I've got.
Hmm.
So
Let me
but
see.
Fithic has traveler's clothes.
Okay.
But that's Fithic, and that is yet shorter.
Yes,
You didn't say they were my traveler's clothes.
Well, it's kind
it
of
is implied. Unless you have a second set of shadows, in which case, go ahead. Also, like you're in a city, like you can buy clothes if you need to. This is not a scarcity type of environment.
Finn's gonna kind of look him up and down. You said he's like in clersy outfit.
Yeah,
he's
he's
tattered.
he has like the tabard on. He has like robes underneath it.
I think we should probably travel in something a little more conspicuous. Do you have any alternate clothes we can put on? The hood, perhaps?
Some plainer robes, I suppose. Plainer.
Yeah, they have different.
Yeah, and from the same plane, just more plain clothes.
Mine would be too big on them still. I have traveler's clothes, but they'd be too big.
Yeah, they'd be a tent on him.
Yeah.
Well, we could put the shirt on with a belt.
You could
tunic.
dress.
Yeah, he goes in to the inner chambers of the chapel and takes about 6-7 minutes. He comes back out and he's just in some gray robes. They're not necessarily like tattered, but definitely more plain. A simple belt, and he has his hood up. It still looks like he might be like a monk or something of the sort, but he doesn't
look
have.
like he's like a hive.
Yeah, he doesn't have
look
like
like a father.
he doesn't have the tabard on, like the big like tassels.
He's like regal.
Yeah, he's not regal. He's just like looks like a monk essentially.
That's better.
Never picture
Works for me.
Never picture vendors.
Yeah, I guess we'll.
A wise decision, I think.
Yeah, it would seem that having that amount of status on your clothes has put a target on your back.
Well, I'm not sure if my clothes really gave me away in this particular case, but point taken.
Looks at the cathedral he stands in.
Yeah.
Temple's like.
That's what he's saying.
Finn's gonna kind of like look around and be like, nod. Like, oh, point taken.
When you're right, you're right.
And by God, you're right.
Alright, have we had a chance to collect ourselves?
Consider me
baby.
collected, Captain.
Full health, baby.
Thank God.
Alright, onward. And should we go collect our weapons?
It's at the docks.
I'd rather avoid customs altogether.
I forget. Do you have a means to contact your crew outside of
She
We
has
never
face to face?
She has message.
Sending.
Sending.
Yeah, we've never discussed it. I don't know if you would like. It would be up to your discretion on if I would. If you would find it more narratively interesting if I did or didn't.
I feel like narratively, the less you have, the better, unless you specifically tell me you do something to alleviate that particular issue.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know you guys have ways to communicate on the ship, but I'm not gonna just. I don't think just giving you a cell phone is really the most interesting way to solve that particular issue.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No.
I also have sending. We can
What if it was an
contact
email?
anybody.
If you have sending, then that's more than fine. Really, it just comes down to like the flavor of: do you go all the way back to the ship, or do you have a message way to get him to come for them to come to you?
I think what I tend to do, probably just as a means of practice, is like I establish like an absolute date where I'm like, if I'm not back by so and so day, then like expect an alarm.
Sure.
Like expect to be alarmed and like look for our bodies essentially.
Right. Right. That is true. Your objective has changed ever since you left the ship.
Yeah.
So reporting back and making sure that is properly logged into like your flight report and all that is probably something that, as a military officer, you should probably do.
Yeah, and since I'm like, it's a little bit, it is a little bit arrogant to be like the ground crew and also the captain of the ship, like,
Yeah.
you know, because typically he'd be like, all right, go out there, and then I'm gonna like man the ship and then like maintain order and decorum, and if I need to present myself to dignitaries, that's when I
Yeah,
have my presence out there.
most people are like Captain Kirk or Commander Shepard, where they're the ones that go out and
Yeah.
freaking boots on ground.
Yeah.
Finn's a little bit like he kind of rose through
We're
ranks in
just
such a
right.
way that he was boots on the ground and he's just kind of used to that,
Right.
and so he's like, yeah, of course I'm gonna be the forward crew, like,
Yeah.
you know,
It seems natural, even though traditionally that is not how captains conduct their
yeah.
affairs. But you know, you're the captain; you get to decide what you want to do.
No, sure.
I'm assuming that Hughes is the one that is in charge when you're away.
Definitely, most definitely.
So
Boy.
we thinking sending, or are we thinking going back?
We should definitely like head back to,
Okay.
to the ship
We gotta get the thing.
because first and foremost we have to show Yay. We got to like prove ourselves.
But also we need to take it to the thing, don't we?
We do.
It's just part of it.
I was more referring, should we have sending so they can bring it to us, if that makes sense. Okay.
We should try to find a means to not like walk it through the city.
Leopold, do you... Is the...
He just waits for you to be done.
is there a faster way to get back to the docks?
No.
So we just take a taxi?
Yeah, that's usually how you go about it. Yeah.
Alright. Last time was a little tight fit, but we'll make it work. Right.
Yeah, he's thinking about the back pain he's ignored.
Like Mr. Incredible and his
Finn
Yeah.
thinking back to being crammed in a taxi, and then also getting stopped and being like, "Fuck, random check behind us."
I mean, you could always get your own taxi.
What race is Lian?
It's enough.
He's not. Okay. He's just a tall elf, right?
He's
Kind of
tall, yeah.
Scandinavian looking
Is
elf.
he an astral elf?
What's that?
Is he an astral elf or just like regular elf?
High elf or
You
something?
can't really. I mean, if you like make a
Gosh.
nature check, I guess.
Yeah, nature check would make sense. Nature, history.
Yeah.
Sure. Ooh, sorry, what was that? Can you say that? Couldn't hear with your dick in your mouth.
Wow!
He first said his dick in his mouth. That's impressive. First of all.
Remove a couple of
Ribs.
little ribs there.
An 11.
It's hard to say.
Hmm.
You're not especially versed in the differences between elves. You know
Wow.
it's not a drow because you know what RoY looks like. And it doesn't look like the astral elf that Pithik is either.
She's mixed between Astral and Shade Archive,
Right.
so she's kind of a mix already.
He's a bit more. He's paler, not like ghostly pale,
Right.
but definitely. You would default to a high elf, you would assume, but that's as far as you get.
Fair enough.
All right.
Yeah, he's very tall. It's not like I know the player's handbook says elves are like
Mhm.
under 6 feet. Like he's
4.5 to 5 something.
yeah, he's lanky. He's a very like, and a lot of the and I've told this before. Like a lot of the creatures here are taller, and like the buildings are bigger, and like, everything is a little bit elongated compared to what you're used to proportion wise.
Freaking Camino.
Like even well, not to that point. Like even like the human guards, and like there was a couple of different. There was like it was a dwarf that was about like almost 6 feet tall in the guards that you were there. So like they get pretty big. It's like because not only of the positive energy that you guys have been kind of you could even feel it. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of energy running through this area, this particular I guess area is the word of wild space or of
Vicinity.
this plane has a lot of like positive energy infusing it. So things grow a little bit more than they would otherwise. They grow a little bit faster, and there's reduced gravity, so things grow more because of that as well. So there's a couple different reasons why everything is a little bit taller than what you're used to, as much as Fithik probably hates that.
They're used to it.
Used to it?
Because you've been all over, right? Because you've been all over? Or...
Because everything's bigger than
Oh, sure.
Yeah, Fithik is just small in general, so like everything's like a little bit taller, and they're just like, meh.
Yes.
What else is new?
How tall is Fithik? You're like 4 foot?
4'10".
Okay.
Yeah.
You're pretty small.
Teeny tiny.
So is Baldur's Gate 3 just... whoop!
So catch a cob?
Catch a cab.
Just starts. Oh, we're still in the church.
There's nobody in the church.
Cab busts through the wall. They call the cab.
Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense. No.
All over my floors.
My cabbages. Anyway.
I do have to point out there was a funny moment in Baldur's Gate 3 where I literally ran into a guy and he's like, "My cabbage industry is fucked!" And I was like, "You bastards, I got a damn avatar."
Alright, well, you guys are now traveling. You know what that means. Random encounter time. Or, random encounter chance time.
D12!
Roll your D12s. Because they get lonely if you don't.
Vote now on your D12s.
Alright, let's do... I think John can go first this time.
Fantastic Four.
Nope.
6.
Oh.
Nope.
7.
Nope. Okay. You guys get through. You get to the Howling Corsair. You see the Dockmaster that you met before. You guys go get your weapons from the Northern Police checkpoint before you go on, or do you...
No, I wait. I don't want them looking at me.
Okay, so...
I got
Sure,
You guys,
I'll go
you guys just
get
have
it. I mean, I don't need them. If we don't want to go, it's fine.
Well, we got a no and a no and then a maybe.
Finn doesn't really care either way, because like the stuff he checked in was just stuff he picked up because he's gonna probably sell
Does
it.
Yeah, I don't actually use my weapon.
Just Leanne, do they have
They are not armed.
armed? Okay.
And also, if RoY doesn't want to do it, Finn's like, I respect him. And he doesn't.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. So you guys arrive, stand the weapons that were confiscated to the Howling Corsair. And, go ahead. Take it away.
Okay. Yeah, we'll arrive on the ship, and crew, need a quick meeting. We're gonna go
Yeah.
into the...
They, arrange themselves quickly and efficiently.
Yeah, I'm standing...
As expected.
As expected.
The only one who doesn't show up is, the pilot. So
That's fine.
Rockwell's on the helm.
Rockwell needs to be relaxing.
Yeah, we get the foot massage going for...
She has her own personal hot tub.
The little thing on the bottom.
Oh, helm. Oh, that's the stuff.
Put some salts in there.
That's why I have to be so careful with food rations around the ship, because we spent most of our budget on taking care of Rockbell, but I tell you it's worth it.
As
We're
you
still-
do that, Hoagie's just eating up another potato.
But I tell you, the ship's never been more put together.
Potato? That's
Sure.
the smallest bite of his thing.
Crew, this is Leon
No, it's
of
nothing
the
compared
Church
to your
of... Did you say the church name?
Sure, about time.
The Church of Alfheim. He's going to be helping us on our quest to deliver the egg to...
He named it the Chapel of the Light of Alfheim, so
Okay.
you can...
The Chapel of Alfheim, the Church of Light of Alfheim. He's going to be aiding us in bringing the World Seed to the center. Speaking of which, Hoagie, can you bring in the...
You see him kind of like bowing to everybody.
I picture just a symbol of Alf, though. Like the
Okay,
fucking
we'll
ant
take 8 seconds for that.
Oh, no.
For picturing that.
You said the egg.
Yeah, Hoagie, can you get the egg in here real quick?
Oh, yeah. Puts potato in the mouth real quick.
Alright. I'm gonna be...
Oh God. Why? Why?
Don't... It's best not to look at him.
Hoagie immediately gets ready for the sit-ups.
Well, let him cook.
it's best not to look at him.
Hoagie's just,
What a
wait,
fucking thing to
Hoagie's
say.
just waiting right next to Finn in sit-up position with the egg.
Well, not right. No.
No. It's a inside joke.
Do tell.
No, don't tell. Nothing is going on. The
You're
world's
letting him inside what?
You
now?
can you can see his like eyes are like wide as he like looks at this thing after he, like that kind of strange display. And he finally gets a good look at this Fabergé looking seed that you guys have.
I forget. It's like going.
Hoagie's just flexing his pecs.
It doesn't necessarily like radiate like that, but like you can, if you touch it, like you can feel the energy kind of like radiating from it. Not necessarily pulsing, but radiating. And he kind of looked at it, and you can see the patterns that, like the clouds of Midgard that was shown that were etched into it as you brought it to Race Valgar. And he just looks at it, he's like, I can feel it. And he kind of like loses himself, like looking at, not only like he's looking at his reflection in this almost crystalline egg, like, and he kind of like shakes his head, like, yes, I've never seen anything like it. If this doesn't prove your story, then I suppose nothing will. And he kind of like thinks about handing it, and like you kind of like hesitate for a second before handing it back. It's just like this is fucking crazy.
Does he have a difficult time handling the egg? Do I hold it for him while he's touching it?
In the movie
no, he's fine.
in the movie adaptation of this guy's, it'll be played by Andy Serkis.
Because I forget the scale of it was pretty like.
It's a large egg.
Yeah.
Like it's like you gotta hold it with two hands if you're not 9 feet tall. Yeah, you having it in one arm is actually like
Impressive.
it's impressive because it's more like a balancing thing than it is. Like it's not necessarily super heavy. It's just kind of awkward. It's like trying to pick up like a box that's like a long rectangle with one hand. Like it's hard to do. Okay. Okay.
Actually, that's a good point.
Some freaking
The way it
didgeridoos.
hums in resonance, would it kind of have a weird feeling, like your arm after it leaves your hand? You kind of like after you've held something that vibrates for a little bit.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
absolutely.
Uh,
Yeah, that absolutely
Okay.
happens. Like you can feel it. Like it feels like something has changed when you hold it, and then when you get rid of it, it
it's
just
like
feels,
that kind of.
yeah, you have like that tingling in your arms.
Does it do anything to us when we hold it? Like, is it like doing anything? Like, is it like, oh, it's giving you energy and like whatever?
Like from a mechanic standpoint.
yeah, like mechanic standpoint, like is it like, ooh, like, oh, now you have a blessing. Or,
Make a perception check.
okay.
We actually have like a legendary item, guys. We just haven't
I
concentrated
know we
on
have
it.
it. Oh boy. Oh, that's a 12.
That's a D12.
Second. That's not gonna roll high.
What'd you roll? Just curious, what'd you roll?
A 2 and a D12. An 11.
Like you feel like there's energy. It doesn't feel like it's like empowering you or anything like that. Not that you can tell anyway. And then once you let go of it, it kind of, like you can feel it kind of like go away.
Do I? Well, I guess that would be perception too. I was like, do I sense anything like a fear?
I would have told you if you did, if that was the case.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, it just seems like a almost like a. I want to say like an over stuffed or like an overcharged battery, or like you can kind of like feel that it's not necessarily unstable, but there's just a lot of energy to it.
Yeah, not like the Killian Bob.
Yeah, exactly. Battery, batter,
Gamma.
gamma radiation to kill you, Bob.
Oh, the best times.
Technical stuff.
The technical term, not that Finn suffered cancer-inducing radiation.
As described by Neil deGrasse Tyson, of course.
I think Neil Dyson would appreciate
Yeah, he would.
matter,
He would.
anti-matter to gamma radiation to kill you off.
Certainly.
He would absolutely agree that a thing that does that would probably kill you.
And at least Bob, at the very least.
Yeah, no kidding. He'd be like, okay. That would be his reaction.
No pressure.
Neil Dyson, if you want to play Dungeons & Dragons. All right.
It's falling.
Nice. Pleasantries out of the way.
Complicated.
You have been so informed of what the mission is, so you guys want to get going?
I think we should take a long rest first.
Okay.
I think we've had a trying day of probably took like quite a few hours doing all that.
Going there and back probably took
Because like
3 hours or so.
So we're looking at like evening right now.
evening-ish, so it probably would behoove us to spend the night.
Ooh.
Each
Ooh.
behoove.
Who?
Especially since we didn't really, I don't think we even like took a long rest when we showed up and like immediately like, all right, let's get off and go to port and let's walk through town. And
I believe I gave you guys a long rest when you guys were traveling from where you were to Alfheim.
Possibly.
That aligns with what I understand too.
I believe I gave you guys had a long rest before
I
that.
don't know how, but Finn burned through all of his sorcery
I'm-
points.
Burned through a lot of spells.
Well, you and I, we put in some action to that fight. The fight wasn't the easiest.
The
Yeah.
fight was very long.
And I did go
Yeah.
through 4 swords.
I used all my astral sparks.
Yeah, it was a lot of trying to find the particular
That's right.
enemies because they were shadow hopping and all that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how I.
Do we need to roll anything, or are we good to go ahead and mark long rest?
Well, I'm gonna have you guys do another D12 as you guys rest.
Did 12. To kill you, Bob. 1.
11.
6.
I rolled 11. That's why I did. I rolled
And then
6.
you rolled a 6.
3.
All right,
Mark it.
mark it.
Marked.
Recover half of your hit dice because we're not doing
And it
a new
rounded.
one yet.
Yeah, it rounded down for me, so it says 3 hit dice instead of. Cause I get 7, but
It does round down.
so it rounds down, so I have 3. It's nice that it actually marks it for you.
Mm-hmm.
I also want my full lay on hand.
It's telling me literally what I'm getting. It's like you're getting 1 day of rage back, you get your chef back, and I'm getting my astral spark.
You guys are about to depart into the wilds of
Yeah.
Alfheim.
The wilds.
I'll show
The deep, dark wilds. And as you guys kind of peer out over these wooded areas, that kind of starkly stops right at the edge of the light pouring down from the perpetually haloed moon above you. It strikes you just how dark it truly is. It's almost like an unnatural darkness because like you look out and you can almost like you hold your hand out and like it kind of almost disappears because it's just like from the difference of light between the illuminated part of the city and the dark of the wilds.
Maybe one of us should stay back with the ship. You know, just in the light to keep an eye on things.
Pipit?
Nothing.
Oh, what's wrong? You don't like the darkness?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know you cast with darkness though, right? You are a master of it.
Sure.
I call you my dark master sometimes.
Suddenly, I've been given far too much information.
Suddenly.
God, that room's insulated.
I don't do like it when you do that, but you know,
Insulated and soundproof.
Insulated. Some would call it even under normal circumstances it would be deemed a hazard for how soundproof it is.
Insulated and isolated.
In space, no one can hear you scream, especially you.
In your room.
but you know, when you call me that, we always have the lights burning and
There's a little bit of a dim candlelight dinner.
yeah. I mean, there's no reason to go out there.
I'll be right here. You can sit on my shoulder.
Okay.
I kind of dust off my shoulder.
Is it dusty?
And hop me
You
up
never
there
know
because
what
there's no
pollen
way
to
I'm
catch.
gonna throw my stuff.
Okay.
Pollen? Do we
Yeah,
all
you all get massive
all
allergic
valid.
reactions and die.
That's not where I was going.
Where were you going?
Don't worry about it.
To the wilds.
Tell me your joke, Mary.
Something Star Trek sex pollen.
Okay, cool.
The new tentacles.
You'll get super horny.
Listen, I didn't want to say it.
That's right. At
I
first.
don't need sex pollen. I've got tentacles.
You guys are missing out on a really good joke here. And by good joke, I mean really god awful.
Anyway. Leon kind of pushes his way past the four of you because you guys seem to have a little bit of trepidation going. And he kind of like,
Oh,
it's okay. This is perfectly natural. And you see, like, he kind of like chants a little bit, and some of the prayer beads in his hand start to glow in light, and it grows and grows until it has about 30 feet of light. But right outside that light, usually there's like a dim light outside of the fully lit area, and that does not seem to be the case. It just goes from fully lit to
Nothing.
almost like a straight black to white contrast.
I appreciate that. My eyes don't do great in the dark.
that's good. You can never see all the creepy, horrible things there.
Oh, did you bring a torch by any chance?
Let me just check my backpack real quick. Yeah, I got 10.
Okay. So, should an emergency come and we get separated, you will be.
Oh
able
yeah,
to-
yeah. I'll be fine. I got a tinderbox as well.
Excellent. Ah,
That gesture.
what's that?
This is a little fire.
Okay.
It's not me whacking up.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, did you make that with your
No.
other hand, or
Nice job, Jubilee.
like excellent.
Thank you.
Be careful though. Can be quite flammable.
What can be?
Oh, sorry. What?
The woods.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. That.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Oh
thought
yeah.
I thought you meant like all this darkness was
What's
power.
flammable? I knew that one.
No.
That one in the.
We're in a heavily wooded area. Just be
Cool.
careful with the fire as well.
Is it dry this time of year?
Not any more than usual, but you can never be too careful.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
All right, Smokey, let's go. All right, as you guys make your way, following, again, basically a straight shot from the inner ring of the city towards the middle of its circumference. You guys are traveling now. You know what that means? Roll a d12.
Roll for traveling.
See if I can roll a 6 again.
Okay.
Nope, not a 6 this
I
time.
go winner first. You guys can't take my. Damn it.
Let's do Mary this time.
4.
11.
8. Oh.
Sorry.
Wow.
I just picked a direction.
11.
12.
It was 12.
Swear.
In the screen shutters.
I just want to say I had to re-roll because I also rolled 11 again. So.
That's fair enough. Okay, so as you guys are traveling around, driving towards the center of this area, you see Leon kind of slow down and hold up a hand. I sense something. You kind of like hear him sniff around, like you can see him like trying to go through all the sentence, like looking around, sniffing, cocking his ear.
What?
Yep.
Shut up.
No, I didn't really hear what you said.
Cocking his ear.
Okay.
Cocking his head so his ear can hear, essentially.
I didn't mean to be mean to you. I thought you were making a joke.
Nope, I heard what I heard. It's good.
Okay.
Cock in the ear. Anyway, need everyone to make a reflex saving throw.
Which is
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Service saving throw.
I cannot see it.
No,
So,
you cannot.
reflex. It's not a 5e.
Oh.
it's a old Pathfinder.
Oh, sorry, dexterity. Yeah.
Guess who's failing?
Old habits die hard.
I also am doing a late terrible edit, so
Not as bad as
Terrible.
me.
late
Le
terrible.
terrible.
Well, I just, I rolled a really
turned out
low
my
natural
dex is
roll,
really
so,
shit.
You just
here
eat
we are.
ice.
All right.
The chipped ice is just drinking with
What did
the
everyone
drink.
get? Nate,
10.
Mary,
8.
Nice.
Kat.
Natural 1.
Nice. 8.
So everyone fails. Dexterity saving throw.
Dude, I'm not like my rolls are terrible. My stats
So-
are horrible.
As you guys are trying to look around, this grasping shadow shoots out from behind one of this heavily forested trees and just kind of strikes, like one for each of you.
I hate that.
Leon also failed his, so it strikes him as well.
Hey,
Teamwork.
Everyone kind of fails. And let me go back to. All right.
I swear we're halfway decent at this bodyguarding thing.
He's not getting stabbed in the back.
Okay.
Slapped.
So you guys, as you guys are struck by this shadowy, grasping shadow.
Checks.
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I shrugged as I said it, like, oh, can you say? This shadowy grasping form kind of like passes through you, and you can feel something, like you feel like your life force like drain out of you, and it feels like someone's just like you feel like going from fully rested to like you just worked like 3 hours.
Drain.
Yeah. As you take 7 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is decreased by that amount. Now, before I guys have you roll for initiative, let me set up a map real quick. Ta-da! And here we go, we have a map.
Yeah, we have
We
Matt.
have a map.
Mary grabbing the smiley face and then going, looking at Andrew, and then immediately backpedaling.
We have a map.
Thought about it.
Consult the charts.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
And you know what that
I'm
means?
the map.
No.
It's
Yes.
time to
say
roll
hello,
for
wouldn't you
initiative.
like to release us?
You know, I have advantage on initiative, bitches.
I don't.
Wow.
Wow.
Hello.
Kevin
Well.
also have this.
Okay, yeah, I can work with that.
You always say you can work.
But you never commit.
You never do.
I just fucking die.
Anybody above a 20?
No.
No.
I'm just gonna hide in my corner for a bit.
20 to 15?
19. That's close. Roll it.
Wait, 20 to 50. You say 15 to 20, not 20 to 50. What the fuck?
Well, considering that it goes from highest to lowest, it would be
Oh.
20 to 15.
There you
Mm.
sir.
Top down.
Hey,
I agree that most
yes.
people say 15 to 20, 10 to 15, 5 to 10.
Initianomics. Trickles down.
I got an 18.
What?
Fuck.
No.
You had an 18?
Yeah.
I beat you.
14 to 10.
Oh, no.
11.
A lot of it.
Not yet.
No?
No? Really?
11 plus 1.
Yeah, the cat's initiatives are always notoriously terrible. We know this. I don't know why you're surprised
Why
every
do I
time.
make such low dex characters?
Hey, I just.
Why do all my characters have shit decks?
What did you get?
9. That's not that
That's
bad.
not bad. It's bad.
It's over 5.
Not bad. It's just bad. You know?
It's not that bad. It's just keen to be out.
What do we see?
Feathers.
Oh,
Not a
nothing.
lot, because everything outside of a 30-foot radius of Leon is in darkness. So this is essentially
really,
what you're
really
looking at
dark.
here.
Okay.
You are at the very edge of it, and you can kind of see a little bit Hoagie, the white next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else, there's like basically just like a almost incorporeal like shadow covering this humanoid figure, and there's two more of them besides the one next to Hoagie, one next to Pithik and one next to Finn. And every so often you can see like a glint of something coming off of what might be metal as these shadowy figures attack you.
I forget about so many things.
And remember, you guys have all taken 7 necrotic damage that has lowered your maximum HP.
There's a spot in Heated Beyond, you can mark it.
That's true.
Yeah, just so we let you know.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Alright, first up is Leon, and he will cast Bless.
Hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag Bless. On, that's the third level, so it's going to be Finn, Hoagie, and Fitnik.
It's a D4, yeah?
Yeah, D4 on, I want to say attack rolls and saving throws and ability checks.
Oh. Baned or blessed? I'm confused.
Blessed.
Wait, I totally was listening. 100%.
And Hoagie and Physic?
Yes. So everybody but you.
No.
Because you're,
I was going to use the cheese
That's
dice, but that's fine.
you're the only one not currently in melee with an enemy at the moment.
That's fine.
Okay, great.
No, I just was thinking. Can being up on Hoagie's shoulder put me not in melee range?
I'm not having to go on his shoulder at the moment.
Questions I brought my weapon.
That's where I was.
Yeah.
You would hop down after we got hit by damage.
That's not able to be portrayed by a map, so. I'm going to assume that he puts you down once you guys were attacked.
He just delicately lifts me and pops me on the ground.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, after he casts his spell, he is going to end his turn. And Hoagie, you are up next.
Is it possible for me to rage? I'll do that.
You tell me.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Is it possible for you to rage? I don't know. You tell me.
I'd like to take the action, the bonus action of raging. I'll do that.
As you do.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the sticker just keeps getting more and more punctured by my nipple.
No, that's been shredded to Swiss cheese at this point.
So I will take out my gunblade and I will slice at the shadowy being next to me that hit me, I think. So I'll do reckless attack. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
And Bless doesn't do anything to damage, right? It just has to attack.
No,
to
it's
hit.
just +4 to attack.
Okay.
Or +D4 to attack.
Technically would have been 4, but I don't need it as much. Okay, that's not bad. It's going to be +2, so 16 slashing damage.
Okay. And this is non-magical?
Yeah, my gunblade is not magical. Yep.
A question.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll take my extra attack and slice at it. That is going to be 26 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
another 16 slashing damage as Hoagie just kind of takes 2 large slices, kind of in a diagonal, like just kind of 2-handed, just coming across, slicing across the torso in an X.
Like, you're basically overpowering this figure with these big, brutal swings, and, like, you can see it kind of, you can feel it impact something, and, like, you hear the clang of metal on metal.
Yeah.
As you kind of, like, just kind of
Whisk through it.
Like, and it just pushes through.
Okay.
And, like, it hits, and it cuts.
Is there a slight screech or
No,
nothing?
he doesn't, it doesn't scream out in pain or anything.
Okay.
But it's not. They're not making especially a lot of noise either. Like you can hear them like rustling as they move,
It's kind of
but they're not.
whispering noises.
They're not like
Yeah.
gurgling or screaming or anything like that. They're basically like these strange shadow creatures that have not vocalized them.
Okay.
They do have a physical presence.
It
though.
does seem to take some kind of damage, though, like you said. Like it like whether it's minimized or something, but it seems to take something.
Yes.
Okay. It's not like it's just like nothing.
It didn't pass completely through it.
Okay. Cool. That's I'm next to someone, right? Yeah. So I'll end my turn.
In that case, Finn, you're up next.
Alright. I'm gonna. Wait, what's next to me? Is it.
There's a separate shadowy figure because you're basically back to back with Hoki at this point, and there's a enemy in front of both of you.
Okay.
There's another one.
There's another one.
Okay. I will. Bonus action. Searing Smite. So I'm concentrating on that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to punch it.
What kind of punch?
A good punch.
Falcon punch.
A one.
Falco!
A one.
Falcon punch.
Just like. At least I'm attempting.
A one punch.
What punch?
Thanks.
That will be. Nice. 14. I gotta relook at my attack action again. That will be 19.
That didn't hit.
Bam! Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and apply a first level of Divine Smite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Divine Smite.
Reminder with the Ancestral Protectors, the one I hit while raging has disadvantage on attacking anything that's not me.
Cool.
Oh, why am I forgetting? What's the application of Divine Smite? It's small.
Yeah, dabblage.
Oh. There it is. Alright, 2d8. Nice, nice. I was like, man, it's been a minute since I played a Paladin. As the kids call it.
A pal, if you will.
A pal, if you will.
A friend.
A friend.
It's pal.
A pal and friend.
A pal friend.
It's pal.
Pal friend, the elephant.
And then Searing Smite was 1d6.
So the Searing Smite is bonus action, and then the
12.
standard action was the Divine Smite.
Yeah, I did the Searing Smite.
One more thing you can't do on the UA.
Just double those up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Every
Because
smite
each-
is bonus
As a
action.
bonus action.
Well, I guess that'll have to be something I'll just have to decide. If that's something I have to do. If I have to do it.
Listen to us talk about the Paladin reworks in the UA on Tavern Randomness.
And then a d8 for punch.
A date?
A date.
There's a lot of dice.
That's the dream.
Alright. So.
So,
That's gonna be
Yeah.
it's gonna be 7 bludgeoning.
as you do.
It's gonna be 10 radiant.
Nice.
And then 8 fire.
Very light, heavy things like that.
Very nice.
Does
You
it
can
make-
see, like, as the radiant hits them, they, like, kind of almost explode outward, and, like, you can kind of, like, see them disassemble or, like...
Separating almost.
Yeah, it's almost... I want to say disembodied, that's not the word. But, like, almost like if you have, like a thing of mist and you, like, wave your hand over it, and it kind of...
Withdrawals, it kind of, yeah.
And then it quickly
Reforms.
coalesces back after the radiant damage hits it.
Coalesces.
Good work.
I found a good word eventually.
Okay.
Dude, Neil Gaiman is all over Blue Sky. It's a fun fact about our new social media.
Neil Gaiman is also all over Tumblr.
Does it seem like different now that I've hit it, other than like it like expanded out and then it kind of came back? Does it seem like it's maybe like I can see a little bit more through it?
No, it looks pretty much the same.
Is this how you fight these things?
That's actually a good point. You should probably ask.
Leon basically looks around and says, "These creatures of darkness, they're much scarier. They're much less scary than they look. So, you seem to be doing more than enough."
Noted.
You can see him. He's kind of like standing back, but he doesn't look like majorly worried. He's just like kind of keeping calm, making sure everyone is
Maintaining concentration, if you will.
Yeah. Exact.
Do you have your shield on too?
No.
Okay.
What the fuck is a shield?
No shield currently.
Wouldn't sure if you're Captain America in it.
All right.
He kind of like goes in for the punch and it's like you see like a snap and then he comes into a fist.
Don't do that. Like this. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Break that thumb.
The
Don't
snap,
break your thumb.
and then there's like this, like that, yeah.
Tuck your thumb. Always tuck your thumb.
I know how to punch. I swear.
You're always one punch man when you break your thumb.
Don't grab your thumb when you punch somebody, kids.
Don't do it.
Also, don't punch people. What's wrong with you?
Be nice. Make friends.
Defend yourself.
Yeah, Finn.
That needs to go in the dice.
Finn being a bad role model.
Bad role model.
A bad roll. Oh.
Get it?
I also am a bad roller model.
Would you like to do anything else, Finn?
That's all I can do.
All right. Next up is enemy number 1, who I've named Jenkins.
Jenkins. I love Jenkins.
Jenkins is going to attack Pokey
Give
He has
Jenkins.
and try and drain his life force.
I used Reckless.
He does have advantage. It's, 15.
Yep, it hits.
Okay. It's going to be another. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Fuck me in the asshole. 12.
12 is not enough, so you lose 6 damage off of your maximum hit points.
As well as 6 hit as well.
Well, your maximum hit points is reduced by 6.
But no, I don't take 6 damage.
It was
Yeah,
both
it's
before.
basically you take the hit, you
Okay.
take the damage,
Yeah.
and then because
And
you
then
fail
also
the thing,
that.
it reduces
Cool.
your maximum. So it
Wanna
doesn't
make
like it doesn't do double damage. It just lowers your max.
Oh, so it doesn't do damage.
No, it does
It doesn't do double damage. Is what I'm saying. Like it doesn't lower and also then do 6 damage. It does the opposite. It does 6 damage and then lowers it.
Okay. Okay. So 92.
You should just use the negative HP.
It's okay.
The natural 20.
Good.
So he is going to. This one is not a life drain though. This is just a regular attack that kind of like comes in and kind of like slices you like across.
Is it a weapon or is it claws or something?
It feels like metal. It feels like you're getting hit by a sword.
Okay.
So whether it is a natural weapon or not is kind of not relevant, but yeah.
Was the first attack slashing or was it necrotic?
Necrotic.
Okay, so I take the full damage on that one. Okay.
Yeah, this one will be.
Slashing? Or...
It'll be slashing damage.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you roll badly on your critical hits. But that will still be 16 slashing damage.
It goes on the 8. Alright.
Alright. It's the end of Jenkins' turn. Next up is the enemy attacking Finn, who I've named Peabody.
Peabody!
He is going to try and drain your life as well. 22.
Yeah.
Alright, that'll do 4 necrotic damage and then make a Constitution saving throw.
For Necro,
Yeah, bro.
is it 4 minus the max?
It's take 4 necrotic damage right now.
And
And then make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm getting in the rhythm of the things.
Feel the rhythm.
21.
Alright. Your maximum HP is not reduced.
There you go.
He is going to try again now.
Is this the necro attack again?
Yes. 18 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Alright, that's going to be 9 necrotic damage. And then once again, make a Constitution saving throw.
With Bless, right?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't add bless to my constitution. Hold on.
That's going
How
to
very
be
dare
a
you.
whopping 19.
19 will do it. So you are not reduced by hit points. You just take the necrotic.
He's just like the first one, he's like, ah, and then it gets
And, like, you try and wipe it away, and like some of your skin sloughs off as you do that.
Ew.
A little more sloth than usual.
Yeah. Mega exfoliation.
Nasty.
Quick little like bottle.
Just exfoliate your skin right off the bone.
Oh,
Wow, I really know I'm never gonna get acne again.
nothing gets to the pores faster.
True. You don't have to worry about pores anymore.
No
Your whole
pores.
chest is
They
now
don't
a pore.
exist.
You're-
Yeah, it's true.
My pores have never been so clear.
All right. That's the end of that. After that is Raleigh's turn.
Well, horrifying, terrifying tragedy,
Mm-hmm.
in the dark. You know, we're hanging free. I've got a longbow and a prayer.
Are we gonna light him up?
Yeah, we're on fire. Okay, I'm gonna just, fire an arrow, I guess.
Okay. Who would you like to attack? There's one to your left who is attacking Fithic, and there's two. There's one right in front of you that is attacking Finn, and then there's one kind of through Fithic and Hoagie that's attacking Hoagie.
Attacking the hose.
I'll get the one attacking Fithic because I have done the calculations, and I think that one-on-one, I think Fithic will fare for us.
It's a reasonable calculation to make.
What's your 14?
14 to hit.
Yes.
18 there.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Beep, beep, beep.
Their defensive specialty is not armor class.
Well, isn't that convenient? I will use an arcane shot. Because, for fun.
So I'll use it during.
And ironically, I'll be using a shadow arrow because fuck it.
A shadow arrow. Interesting.
Shadar arrow.
A Shadara.
Wow, I rolled really terribly. Do I have a... What are my feats for this?
Do I have a not suck at rolling feet?
Yeah, literally.
Like
Oh,
Piercer or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, one level away from mercy.
Whenever you have advantage, you can reroll. No. Sharpshooter. No disadvantage on range. Blah blah. Blah blah blah. Nope, I just get to roll those ones. Okay. So I rolled really terrible. And it's 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 1 on my d8 and a 1 on one of my
That's the one
d6s.
attacking thick.
Yes, and that's more specifically 5 piercing, and 3 psychic.
So 3 psychic and how many piercing?
5.
5. Alright. Okay. You can see like the psychic energy kind of like ripple through it, and kind of like and it looks like you fired an arrow into like the water.
Huh. Interesting.
But the arrow does pass through it, which is also inconsistent with how the melee attacks have gone so far. Because you guys have gone through it kind of, but like you could feel like the weight shift as you guys have gone through it, and then you just punched it, so you felt it on your knuckle that you hit something.
You're saying that piercing had a different effect?
It just looked like the arrow passed through it, but like you saw it kind of, it affected it, but not as effective.
Just
Well, not much else I can do. I'm just gonna fire another one.
Okay.
Hashtag
Sounds
fuck it.
reasonable.
Like, this is not the first time she's gone, oh, that didn't work? Well. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Mhm.
And I won't bother with this psychic if it's doesn't seem to be doing much, and I only have 1 left anyway, so. I rolled another 1. 5 more piercing.
good modifier.
Okay.
Single worst I've ever rolled on a turn.
Okay.
I was thinking like I could throw you a weapon, but all my weapons are straight based.
And I really, yeah, they've got a, and I don't, all of those modifiers that make my bow and arrow really, really good do not apply to a melee weapon.
Yeah, my one dex weapon is also piercing, so.
If it's not piercing, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just,
Sometimes your rolls just do bad. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I also rolled like 4 1s throughout the damage that I just did.
Yeah.
My 2 turns. So
it's just one of those things.
it is one of those days.
Happens, you know?
Maybe my next feat will be Piercer, so I can roll
It's not
those.
bad. Piercer's a pretty good one.
It is, yeah. I gave Shadowheart it, so I gave her a spear
Mhm.
thing, so.
Rerolling 1s is always feels good because no longer you have to worry about like, oh man, I rolled a 1. Like, nah. God. It's the free extra damage. Okay, so is that the end of your turn?
Yes, I don't have bonus actions, I don't think. I have to remember where are the bonus actions.
Don't you have fairy fire bonus action?
No,
No, is it a flash?
think so.
I guess that would be kind of busted if it was bonus action.
Hold on, let's check it.
I'm pretty sure Fairy Fire is not.
That is an action.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Be disgustingly good. Just bonus action.
I will consider using it next turn, considering my damage is chill. I'm helping, I swear.
You did help. You did do damage. That is the thing that happened.
I
That's a
certainly
fact.
did.
More than 1 even.
More than 1.
Fithik, you're up. You are being attacked by a shadow.
Yeah,
You're
and-
fine, you.
And my lover took a lot of damage, so I'm going to.
You've been given the suck.
We'll go ahead and touch him.
You gonna touch me?
Yep.
I'm touching you.
Yes,
Bit.
Ba, ba, ba.
What are you doing?
Fighting in the darkness with you. So good.
So
So
I'm
good.
gonna touch Hoagie, and some of my feathers are gonna, like the feather tattoos are gonna wrap around him, and I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on him,
Okay.
which makes your AC 13 plus your dex.
Plus whatever other bonuses you get for being a barbarian.
But
Makes your AC 17 at least.
plus Constitution, so 18. Okay.
Right.
Big
And-
feathery hippo.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and how far away can I get from the weird tentacle? I'm gonna call it tentacle thing, without going into the darkness.
Um,
The darkness.
you
feels-
can try and go backwards, but you're gonna go. You have to like kind of like go around it.
I'm gonna poof backwards.
Oh, okay.
I can poof like 30 feet.
Okay.
I was just wondering if it gets me away from this stuff. Yeah. So I use
This one,
the Raven
You are-
Queen's blessing.
if you did that all the way out there, you would be outside of the radius of the approach, I believe.
Yeah, I said I'd stay within the radius of the light, but as far away from the thingamabobs as I can get.
And still in the light? Okay.
Gotcha.
There you go. So you're about 15 feet away from the blob that was pointing at you.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay.
Nice.
Next up is the blob that was going to attack you. Lincoln Farnsworth.
Farnsworth.
And he is going to come up and attack RoY and Leon. First thing he's going to do is try and drain RoY's life force.
What? Yeah.
What's the
23 to hit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You'll never guess what I rolled.
A 1?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Alright, so that's going to be 4 necrotic damage.
You take none. I rolled 9. As my spirit shield steps up and just takes the blow.
Okay. Is that like a... I keep forgetting what that is. Like,
That is a reaction I get for me being enraged.
that's a... How long? That's a 10, 15, 30...
30 feet.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, well you don't take any damage then. Okay, cool. And then it will attack Leon. Roll the 2. Does not hit.
I'll see it.
Alright. Alright, up. That's going to make it to the top of the round. That'll be Leon, who will cast Guiding Bolts onto the enemy in front of him.
That's one next to RoY, right?
This one right here, yes.
Okay.
These are next to both of them.
Gotcha.
First level evocation. Okay. That will hit. So it'll be 4d6 radiant. Good. That's pretty good, guys.
Triangle is nice. It scales well too.
Mm. 1d6 per level. 7, 12 damage. Alright, so not only is there a magical dim light now surrounding this particular enemy,
Mhm.
so like it looks really weird for like a shadow creature to be lit up, but like it almost looks like the light has been like punched out with like a hole cutter or something like that, or like with some scissors have cut out the light for that one area. It looks very strange, but there is dim light around it, and you have advantage on the next attack against it, which means it's the end of his turn.
to me.
Hoagie, you're up.
Alright, that means Bless is gone now, yeah? Because there was a concentration.
No. Guiding Bolt does not take concentration.
Oh, it is not? Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to attack the...
The reason I did it.
Yeah. I'm going to attack that one next to me again with Reckless.
Okay. You're gonna recklessly attack Jenkins.
Yeah.
You bastard.
You bastard.
That is going to be 17 plus 4 is 21 to hit. Plus 2, 13 slashing damage on that hit. This time I just kind of do an uppercut slice, kind of just open up that chest cavity.
Okay.
Yeah.
The chest cavity
It
of
doesn't
the
exist, yeah.
of the shadow creature with no tangible body. Gotcha.
And then same
Yes,
thing
you.
for the second one.
How much damage was that?
It was 11 plus 4, 15, 17.
You know, as the kids say enough to kill.
Enough to kill.
It's kill.
Another good roll on Bless. 5 plus 7 is 13, right? So, or is that 12? 8, 9, 12, right? Yeah. 12 plus 4 is 16. 16.
Say what? What's coming through?
That one's going to be 15 slashing.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a Astral Spark into that one as I kind of come down on where the head would be. And you'll see like a hippo's hand like push the sword down through the form. And that's 3 force damage added.
Okay. Not bad.
And that ends my turn.
Your turn. Oh my gosh. Why would you do this to me? D&D Beyond. 1 second. Sorry. Finn, you're up. And Hoagie's all set.
Punch! Is
Give it
there,
a punch.
is there any way I could become flanking on one of them?
No.
Okay. Then I will punch the same one that I was fighting before.
Actually, you could move out of this one and then move behind to here.
You just the opportunity attack.
You would be attacked, yes.
But that's the one that already has advantage on it, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of All right, I'll just punch the one.
I'm just answering your question.
No, you're right. You got a point. You got a point. All right, I'm gonna punch it.
Do it.
You won't.
You won't do it.
Oh, I just might.
You won't do it.
I just might.
You won't do it.
Does a 18 hit? Haha. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it does.
Fucking did it. Unbelievable.
Applying a smite.
You smiting me, boy?
You're gonna get smoked.
Hey, I'm smiting here.
Hey, I'm smiting
Hey, what are you doing? I'm smiting here. Hey,
Hey.
what the hell are you doing?
What the fuck you doing over here, boy?
That's cool. The picture.
So that is gonna be 4 bludgeoning damage and 13 radiant.
13 radiant. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing where like you feel your fist impact something, and then the radiant damage, like the big smite kind of like pushes through your fist, and it just kind of explodes, and then coalesces once again as it keeps like flailing at you.
And its composition looks the same.
Yeah. It looks like it's clearly doing damage, but like it's not gonna disrupt them really.
Yeah, I just didn't know if there's like a tell for like this kind of creature. Like when I'm hitting it and it's coming back, is it like kind of like a little bit loose, or is it like kind of more like?
It's hard to say because if while you're looking at it, it like disperses and then coagulates like constantly. So it's hard to say, like, is it looser now? Like, maybe, but then it'll concentrate, and then it'll, like, dissipate, and then it just kind of fluctuates like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. No, nothing especially noticeable.
This is Finn trusting that the priest isn't fucking with him at this point.
Yeah. Huh.
So hopefully...
Mm-hmm.
Radiant damage versus shadow things, you would hope that would fucking work.
Anyway, since I didn't use it bonus action, I'm gonna punch again.
Finn punch.
Punchy punch.
Punch.
Punchy punch.
But I can't bless this one, right?
Yeah, you can. Why not?
Well, I guess it really doesn't matter because I rolled fucking 2. So
I'm pretty sure bless isn't once per. It's just every time you make an attack or ability save or saving throw. Ability check.
To my knowledge.
does a 9 hit?
No. So this time you kind of like with your offhand you kind of like throw a little hook and it just kind of passes straight through it.
Mm.
It's chilly. Like ooh.
Alright.
Usually when you get it hit in and you like that radiant damage really punches in, you don't really notice it. But like that miss, you can feel like like your it's almost like your fingers get like half numb for a second.
Ugh.
And it's as much as you want. Any attack roll or saving throw.
Nice.
Oh, so not ability
Not
check,
check.
just saving throws and attack. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think for ability checks is guidance.
True.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. That's all, folks. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
We're all just trying to survive here.
How much psychic damage? Oh.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. No. After that is Jenkins' turn.
Leroy!
And Leroy will give Hoagie a smack.
Advantage.
With advantage.
Am I adjacent to Hoagie?
Yes.
Bam! Take away the advantage.
Well,
Oh,
super hot power.
it doesn't matter. He missed anyway, but
Okay.
Oh,
sorry.
that's fine.
I'm looking at the already rolled dice like, how do I
break
do
the
that?
news, guys?
It's
But-
fine.
It's fine. Both of them missed, so that's one attack. I'm gonna do it again. This time without. Does the reduction to advantage?
It was just for the one.
just for the one attack.
Yeah.
So second attack.
Hey,
Got it.
quit throwing
That was a
shit.
good catch.
Thank you. I don't think a 15 hits you anymore.
Not anymore. I'm an 18 AC
Yeah.
now. I've
So
kind
you-
of grown myself. I've taken some self.
Yeah, you see the shadow whip around, and then one of its tendrils kind of like shoots out straight towards your chest, and then you see one like the magical feathers kind of like block it and kind of like flutter around as it pushes it back.
Fitbit, your feathers, they're working. I'm a bird now. I'm a bird in the boat. I can fly.
I can fly.
All right.
Bippo.
After Jenkins' Peabody, who was going to try and attack Finn,
Looks at a tree. Oh, the things we can do.
No.
19 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
9 necrotic, and make a Constitution save.
Reaction. 9.
63. Oh, so I take no?
You take 9. This is a new round, right? Since the last time I did, because that was after.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Another hippo just cross blocks and takes the hit for you.
There you go.
Is he also feathered?
He is feathered.
All right. How about 19 to hit for the sword attack? 19 to hit?
You're on your own.
Yeah, that'll.
You don't have to roll Constitution for that one.
It's just an attack.
Yeah.
So there's no.
Oh, but I thought they had to roll the Constitution for the other one.
Mm,
Is it
if you take damage, which you did.
Oh, I see. Well, anyways, I wanted to flex, and I rolled a 24 for that.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Just like your way.
because like I could make you make a Constitution saving throw, but because it says it's reduced by the hit point, your hit point maximum is reduced by the amount of damage taken. You didn't take any damage, so it doesn't actually matter.
Hippo block.
Yeah, that's fucking brutal, man. Anyway, 19 to hit.
These hippos said.
No.
It's gonna be 8 slashing damage.
You're on your own.
Like you just see a gleam as if light is reflecting off of metal as it kind of slices into your shoulder. You're very manly grunt as you take the damage.
Why are you cauterizing? Because I can.
What kind of fucking question is that?
I almost passed out from the pain.
That's the pain.
Terrible. Alright. RoY,
Well,
do the thing that you do.
I do the thing that I do.
Are you attacking? Who are you attacking? The guy in front of you?
So yeah, Simon probably.
Alright. Do you have a means to negate the disadvantage that you have by firing a ranged weapon in melee?
Guiding bolt.
That will give you regular. That will just give you a straight up attack. But I'm asking if she has a way to get rid of her disadvantage so that she'll have advantage.
Gotcha.
I just looked at my feats, and it got rid of my angry, hateful, spiteful little.
Like you can try to like step away from it, but that will provoke an attack.
It would be a cool feature, by the way, for Arcane Archer, just because like if you were to like modify it on Arcana, is to give them like a combat archer feature, like people who can fire up close. You know.
There, he had one.
Okay.
for
He
that.
has crossbow expert, whatever.
Yeah.
They should. I think you should just literally just homebrew the fact that that feat can just exist for short bows and other things like that.
Does it say specifically crossbows?
This is specifically crossbows.
There has to be some feat that does.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm thinking, like it'd be cool to make a class or take that subclass and make a feature where
I'm a little surprised that sharpshooter doesn't have that.
combat archer.
Sharpshooter
That's
doesn't impose disadvantage on
distance. Past your first range,
Yeah. On long range, and I ignore half cover and 3/4 cover.
and you can add +10. You can take a minus.
You can take a -5 penalty to the attack roll to add +10 to damage.
Beautiful feature. Feat.
So you have this. So you disadvantage on your attack with advantage on the next
Guiding
attack
ball,
for
so
guiding ball. So it would just be a straight attack if you want to attack. Or if you wanted to take a step back and provoke an attack and risk it, then you could get advantage on the attack.
Do it.
Or you could flick them off in every turn. I don't know. Do whatever you want.
fire, bitches! I'm going to bonus action disengage to take a step back.
Okay, there we
You
go.
can do that as a.
Yes, I can, because I'm 2 levels of rogue.
That's cool.
That's the play right
That's
there.
the play.
Okay.
That's
Bonus
the
action
play.
disengage. You've taken a 5-foot step back. Now you have advantage on the attack.
Now I have advantage and all the things that come with advantage because I'm a fucking rogue.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Listen, doing a couple. Y'all always make fun of me for taking a couple of levels of rogue, but
Oh, we'll continue.
Yeah.
We didn't say it was bad.
Just like every time she does a tentacle move,
It was-
whatever character she
It
does.
is explicitly very good.
Yeah. Just because Captain of the Tentacle Porn doesn't mean that we're not gonna make fun.
okay, that is a 19.
That is just okay, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't yuck someone's
will.
yum, John.
That is true, right? 'Cause it's like, you know.
All right, do your nonsense, Mary.
I'm going to. I shall.
Hit me with the nonsense, bitch.
It will be
Me too.
No.
nonsense. I mean, it's
But
not that
that's
much
okay,
sneak
though.
attack because I only have 2
Spell
levels
does
of
a
rogue.
little bit. So.
But
Honestly, I can't wait to see what you do
She
with
very
the cutting
specifically
action
doesn't
stuff.
take
There's a
care.
lot of fun stuff that you can do with like the
Anyway.
poisoning and all that kind of stuff that you get from the UA.
mm,
Really fun.
Yeah.
I do like a cunning action.
Cunning strikes, very cool.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, we did it. We are so skilled at coming up with things to do. Part of me wants to use another shot, but then I also just want to save him. I don't know.
She gets another shot.
I don't have to re-roll the dice, so that's
are you
super.
doing?
So that's 15 piercing.
Very nice.
Yeah. And then another shot because I can.
You do not have advantage on this one.
That's fine. I didn't roll advantage.
Okay.
13?
Plus.
Plus
Oh, you
bless.
don't, no,
you don't have bless.
I did not get blessed.
You're not part of that life.
I made sure.
Sorry. No, 13 will not hit.
So 14 did, but 13 did not. Okay.
I
Yeah.
this life who chose me.
You have correctly triangulated the AC of this creature.
Well, to be fair, that was a natural 4. If I was to be actually angry that it missed, that would
Yeah.
be silly.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Fair enough. All right. That's bonus action, movement. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Vithik,
Yeah.
you're now about 20 feet away from
Oh, moved, yeah.
the thing that is attacking Raleigh and, well, mostly just Leon now.
And it
'cause
looked-
Raleigh has disengaged and moved away a little bit.
It looked like psychic damage didn't do anything.
No. That's
Oh.
not one.
For some reason, I thought I heard that earlier.
I think it was the fact that I made it sound like it went into water, which I think gave the
Yeah,
impression
like
that it didn't do anything.
Yeah, I was
which is
thinking
not
like,
the
because when you
case.
said arrow into water, I was like, oh, okay, this. Like,
No,
Well-
the psychic damage, like it disrupted it.
Okay.
Is what I was trying to get at. I may not have portrayed that correctly.
that-
There was
that
a
pocket.
ripple.
Cool.
Probably should
Cool.
have added that slight
Cool.
shot.
It would hit one left, right?
I only have
Then I'm gonna go ahead and mind spike it at level 3. I'm gonna really, really focus my eyeballs on it, and just kind of like stab at it with my mind.
What is the prerequisites for this spell?
It's a mind spell.
You mean
Yeah.
There's so many damn words.
thematic?
It's a save.
You're thinking
It's a wisdom save.
Who's in there? Okay.
I hate how long it takes me to find the damn saves.
It literally is right in the the top of the
I
thing.
know, but it's so many
Yeah, you-
words, and the dyslexia, and
Yeah.
And you said it was a wisdom save?
yeah.
16?
Damn it. It makes the save,
Yeah,
so
you
it only
support.
takes half damage. And I cast it at level 3, which means it takes 4d8 out.
Oh.
Because I'm really cool.
Killy, yeah. 200
You're
Mine.
roll up, right? Or what do you know? You're.
I'm a sorcerer, bitch. I rolled shit.
Hide yourself.
6, 7, 8, so 4 whole psychic damage.
That is really bad roll, so no.
Yep.
Alright. 4 psychic damage. Alright.
Yeah. It's real bad.
Well, next up is Farnsworth, and he's only got one person to attack, so
He's a good old boy.
both for
Good
Leon as it is. He's gonna drain that elf's. Not with the natural one, he's not.
Does he die?
Why would. No!
He just implodes from depression.
Alright, 17 will
Same.
hit. 8 psychic damage, or necrotic damage, and he's going to make a constitution saving throw. Natural 20, so that's. Yeah, he makes it. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
That was on Leon.
Yes, that was on the. Yeah.
Did he make his concentration check?
Yes, done it yet. Concentration.
Want to play fair, you know.
He does not make his.
Bless is gone, huh?
Bless is now no longer applicable.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I feel pleb.
Feel
I've only got advantage on everything at plus 8 now. What the fuck?
only bless a little bit.
How do you do this, Mary?
I'm just so talented.
Careful.
Yeah, carefully.
Just flips her hair to the other side. Alright.
Back to level 1.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Did you just hand me all my d8s?
I did. They were in my way. Oh, my D4 goes away.
Leon, once again, will cast Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, you will. Same guy?
Yeah. Guide that bolt, Leon.
Alright, that's a 19 to hit, which will do it.
Guide my
That's
boat.
another 2d8. No.
Wow.
46. Why did I think it was 2d8?
It was gonna be too much weight at some point.
46. 2 1s. Great.
Oh well.
Oh. No.
Alright, so that's 12 radiant damage altogether. Excuse me.
Hey.
Yeah.
Respectable.
So, like, you can see he's also using radiant damage to deal with them. So, if that's how you do it, that's how he knows to do it.
Like father, like testament.
What?
Because he's father.
Don't project your fantasies onto me.
Togi.
Alright, that motherfucker next to me, reckless.
That one guy.
One of them was a 1.
Roll it again.
No, reckless, so.
Oh, true.
The other one was a natural 19, which is a crit for me.
Oh, dang.
Not
Okay.
a crit for me, but a crit for my weapon. Remember the 1920 causes the gunblade to go off?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we get to do something a little fun.
So
here.
is that a crit or is that just an additional?
It's just an additional damage. It's not
Okay.
crit. Yeah,
Okay.
it just it's like
Okay.
squall.
I just want to make sure
Yeah.
that I was
Yep.
figuring that out. What's up, buddy? What are you doing?
It rings my
Man, looking hot, looking sexy, having a good time,
And you guys,
feeling yourself.
so natural 18 through 20 causes that. Okay. So I get to roll 3d6 instead of 2d6.
Pretty cool.
Do you need?
Did you press X in time though?
I apparently. Do you need to know piercing separate from slashing? Or let me make sure.
Don't worry about it at this
Okay. Cool.
point. What?
Nothing.
Don't look at me like that.
That's going
What?
to be
Don't put a fucking baby in
14 damage.
it. Okay.
I slice down, once again coming down from the head, but this time it hits right around mid-mast and just shoots off. Shell pops out, bolt action quickly as he finishes sliding, kind of sparks fly.
As he finishes, nice.
Yeah,
Ha.
as he finishes.
Hot.
Don't you start giving me shit either. I'll put a baby in you too.
Oh.
How's equal opportunity impregnation?
Yeah.
What?
We did it.
No, I don't want to slap hands to that.
What am I agreeing
Pretty sure it's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie on this.
to? Yes.
Okay. Here's my question. Is there any way to tell whether they? I guess I've never really seen it. I can't tell if they're looking like rough or not, or if they're. Yeah, I mean, like if there's a.
I don't do that
Labor
kind
or-
of like giving it away for these particular types of enemies.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying, but yeah, not this time.
Okay.
Give it away, give it away.
Same
Give it away,
thing.
give it away, give it away now.
This is going to be. Is 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
This is just 2d6. Oh yeah, good roll. 17 damage.
Okay, that's the end of Jenkins.
Okay.
Jenkins.
Alright, so like as you freaking come across and just the impact of that like shell kind of like blasts it away, and then you finally kind of like swing your sword away, and then the
Baseball
rest of
swing
it
it.
kind of basically like,
Yeah.
just blows it away, and it doesn't reform after that particular attack. So that's the end of that one. Jenkins is
You
fucking
see
dead.
Hoagie kind of like point off the left field.
Ah.
Put the sword back on his shoulder.
Alright, babe.
Aw,
He knew the
babe.
reference. He knew the reference.
Yeah, I know the call your shot reference. Thanks.
Do you guys know the call your shot reference?
No,
See,
I'm not cultured.
same page.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
Watch Sandlot, guys.
Reference?
It's a good movie. Is that the end of your turn?
Do you want to
Yes, it is.
move to position yourself?
Oh,
in
sorry.
the
Yeah,
ideal spot?
you are right. I would like to go. Well, there's a tree in the way. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
But I could put myself behind the one that Raleigh's fighting,
Huh?
and I
I'm
still.
gonna go here because that will give you flanking with Leon because she is not in melee combat. Or do you want to go here?
Would that not be advantage? Is what you're saying?
That will not be advantage because I can draw a line from where you are to him, which is
Oh, is there a space between those two shadow guys?
what? No, this is Leon.
No. The other two.
These two?
No, those two. Is there a space between?
Yeah.
Can I go in there?
Sure.
That way Finn can go on the other side.
Like here?
Yep. Put myself in between that shit.
Sure.
Yeah. So you just see him like sword on shoulders, step is kind of marching in between them.
9 foot tall guy just like, hey, make way. Come on.
Scooch. Scooch, just a little more scooch.
It's a little tight.
Friggin-
Get that right.
Friggin' hit checks one of the shadow creatures.
That's cool. That's cool.
It makes the
Now your ass is asleep.
it makes the comical
Cheeky.
yeah, that.
Finn gets his turn skip for making that silly joke. No, go ahead, Finn.
Flanking.
Womp.
Advantage.
Pack tactics.
Pack tack. Using the old pack tack.
Hello and welcome to Pack.
This is the show where we pretend.
Falco! Nice. Thank goodness.
I think you would like Pack Tactics, Mary. Like this, it's a YouTube thing where it's like a little VTuber kobold,
Oh.
and he has a gator, basically some like co-host, I guess. It's very cute.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
Go Gator.
Alright. Another divine punch for
It's
a dirty
literally
20.
called Pack Tactics. Shout out to Pack Tactics.
Okay.
On the YouTubes.
That's gonna be 8 bludgeoning and 7 radiant.
How many bludgeoning was it?
8.
Alright, so you have also blasted this shadowy figure like right out from existence. So like you basically punch him and it kind of like goes backwards, runs into Hoagie, and then kind of like explodes.
That's why they call me the wall.
The nips.
And Hoagie's starting to get real hard.
Ooh.
Areola.
He doesn't know that word.
That's it.
Where the light hits it,
Mythic
it has
taught it to
become
him.
so hard. It is
Oh, wow.
diamond hard and it sheens.
Mythic's not that smart, but it's just that little bit.
Lint in one's eye.
You can't tell me
the
that
nipple of
Mythic.
my eye.
Doesn't know about areolas?
You
Using
can't
the eye
tell
to
me that
nipple.
Mythic would specifically learn the word.
Can
real.
be adjacent to
A
the
roll.
guy to get advantage on him. And I'm gonna punch him with my bonus action.
My
Running punch boy.
Running punch! Running kick.
I'm not going to. Yeah, well, no. This is gonna take up the advantage that Guiding Bolt was gonna give it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's just
It would happen our
Yeah,
way.
it's either
There's no
way.
way.
you get
Yep.
advantage, unfortunately.
Hey,
Roll your dice.
Stop. Slut.
I'll hurt her. It's gonna be a 12.
Nope.
Fuck!
like you're running up to it and you take your left hand swing. I'm assuming you're right-handed.
I'm almost thinking just for fun, like he like punches the first one and it hits into Hoagie, and then he runs up and he does like he goes in for a kick, but then he fucking Charlie Browns a little bit.
All right. I was probably gonna wait for a 1 for that, but if you want to Charlie Brown it, I'm not gonna stop you.
Oh, I guess it would put me front, wouldn't it?
If you wanted to Charlie Brown it, yes.
Damn it. You're right.
Do it for flavor.
Oh, but it would punish me so much. Okay,
Don't
you're
keep
right.
shame.
I'll run up and I'll attempt to do a smack, and the smack didn't work.
Yeah, you just lose track of it as you're moving because it's like this shifty, shadowy creature. So like you go and you try and slap it, it doesn't feel like anything. You just feel like you missed. Unfortunately.
Shit, bro.
I'm thinking literally that I've shown so many people that this video where like Bernie Mac gets off a train and like all these people will just approach him and he's just slapping people, and he runs up to like the last guy like, "Excuse me, brother, can I?" And he like winds up and he like, launches him.
Classic Bernie.
All right.
But yeah,
Mr. 3000.
that was the attempt, was running up to try to launch this guy with a power slap, and it didn't work.
Understandable. Anything else you would like to do this round, or are you all
That
tapped
is
out?
all I can do.
All right, RoY, you're up.
Uh,
You no longer have advantage on the creature if the guiding bolt has been extinguished.
But if you hit, you have sneak attack.
No, yes, you do, because there's
You
We'll
can
be
attack.
next to it, yo.
there's an enemy. There's somebody 5 feet.
An enemy? Excuse you.
enemy of my enemy is
There's a
my
guy.
friend. It's
Who's there?
I am no enemy.
I know 16 hits.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Huh?
The
Yeah.
AC actually went up.
Well, you know
because-
what?
What?
You're fucking right.
An
Yeah.
enemy of my enemy.
An enemy.
The enemy of my enemy is.
Friend enemy.
My sea home.
For an enemy.
Friend enemy.
Friend enemy.
Friend enemy.
Friend enemy.
Well,
They're terrible.
So,
it hurts so much. 14 piercing.
Friend enemy is my friend enemy.
All right. So the arrow kind of like passes straight through it, and it just kind of you just see the whole thing kind of collapse and expand in this puff of like wispy smoke.
Hot.
It dies. Congratulations. Da-da-da-dee-doo-dee-da-doo.
we hit it. We did the thing.
Is that it? Is there more?
That is it.
What is it?
Well, no, I'll hide over here until we're sure.
You
It's
solved
fine.
me trying to reduce your guys' max HP puzzle.
Permanently?
Until a long rest.
Is this the thing you were trying to kill us with?
No.
I thought so.
No. This was just a preamble to that.
No, I
Pre.
hear you. I hear you. I hear
This
you.
is just a pre.
I love preambles.
This is just a tribute.
Oh my arm, damn it.
I got you.
A tribute.
Did it work?
No.
It's
Oh,
just a
the
tribute.
greatest song in the world. All right.
Greatest encounter in the world. The most deadly counter in the world. Oh. Anyway. As you guys make your way farther through
Making our way for the
the Alfheim wilds, you see every so often there's... Well, actually, before I say you see anything, make a perception check.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Like, yes. Holy
You
Cocked.
just,
yes.
you just roll like... Oh my god.
Yeah, it landed cocked and cocked again. Well,
Well,
that's not
uncock
good.
yourself.
I am uncocked. It's not great, but I'm uncocked.
I see
No,
what you
you're
just rolled,
always
you fucking whore.
pre-cocked. What are you talking about?
What is it? Really? I don't even know.
I don't control it.
Wait, since when did we not do natural 20s on a checks?
Since I've been a DM.
Yeah.
What?
John does natural 20 checks.
Yeah, John does that.
Oh. What?
Don't complain.
What?
They need to slap your bottom.
But I guess by
Do it.
I guess
Do
by extension though, we don't do critical fail.
Yes, also true.
So,
Although you're gonna fail.
He still
if you
needs to be
roll a
spanked.
1 and get like
Yeah, but
a
you don't like
6.
critically. You don't like I'm fucking.
That's not necessarily true. If a DC is low enough,
You have to
Then
have, you have,
it-
to have a good modifier.
if you have a big enough modifier, you could roll a 1 and succeed. But in that situation, I probably just wouldn't make you make a check.
You have a particular connection with this entity. You feel. Come on.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where I liked the original 5th edition rules where there is no automatic win or automatic fail on the D20 check, but in 5.5 apparently there will be, but
No, they took it back.
but did they really?
No, what it was.
They haven't told us since, at least.
It's a variant
Oh,
rule anyway.
Yeah.
Authority.
Yeah, it's always been a variant, though.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
anything is a variant rule if you make it. But yeah, my point is like I like that it's not a automatic success. If you roll a
Variant
natural
rule,
20,
I always get extra hit points.
or you know. Anyway,
Can't believe you're not actually gonna spank him. Got my hopes up for nothing.
Yeah, my thought process with it is, if I'm scared of you rolling that for 20, I'm not going to have you roll that skill. Just no, you can't do it.
pretty much. All right, so
I
natural
want to jump
20
to the
for
moon.
natural 20. So 20 flat.
20 flat.
Okay.
I'm so perceptive.
I've got you beat.
All right, Mary.
15.
I think Ogie's more
23.
perceptive than you.
Okay.
11.
So everybody except for Hoagie
Hey, I rolled a 7.
It's okay, I'll
To
poke you
will
and tell you.
will notice as they're walking through, there's these like almost
Is that a potato?
Yes.
will-o-wisps. Stop eating raw potatoes. They're not even that nutritious for you.
They're tasty though.
You
I
need
need the carbs.
you
I'm
need-
carb
you
loading.
need to break down the carbs so that your body can actually like it doesn't work that well.
I'm a hippo.
You
Alright,
can't
fair
tell me that. You can't tell me that Hoagie eats for health.
He's a chef.
I eat for flavor.
And raw
No, you
potatoes.
don't.
Raw potatoes taste good.
I'm a chef.
You dip them in ranch.
I'm not a healthy cook.
Raw potatoes.
It's like saying Gordon Ramsay's a healthy cook.
I mean, you don't eat them
Have you seen
like
his
an
mashed potatoes?
apple. You cut them up into small slivers like a carrot stick, and you eat them with ranch. You don't eat them like an apple. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous.
How does a hippo know what a potato is? Anyway.
Because he's a space hippo.
Because you can eat them all day.
And space potatoes are space
hungry,
hippos'
hungry hippo.
primary.
You can notice
Okay.
little flits of light coming out shining in through the otherwise almost pitch darkness past the 30-foot radius sphere of light that the prayer beads Leon is holding. And it gets more and more frequent, and it's only for like a moment. Like you see it passing in between two large trees, or you see it like kind of flicker in the night up above, and you guys make your way farther and farther into the wilds until you reach a grove that looks gently lit, and that's almost a stark. It looks almost like illuminated from the ground up, as somehow the light has been bent and focused from the haloed ring of light above you onto this grand temple that rises up, reaching towards that ringed light. And it is, you can see it, that the light kind of just reflects gently off of the windows and kind of like almost has a shimmer to it. And as Leon kind of guides you towards it, you can see he takes a moment to contemplate it. Kind of just puts his hands together, puts his hands down, as he starts praying at the temple.
As Leon is contemplating that, I definitely start whispering a spell to myself and cast Mage Armor on myself as well.
Can you do both?
Yeah, it's not concentration.
It's not concentration. Cool.
Yeah, so. And I definitely make it loud enough that it's a little irritating to somebody praying.
Hoagie will go and pray next one.
Why?
Anti-theist.
It doesn't mean be a dick to other people.
Yeah. Hoge
Just
will go.
other godly people.
Hoge will go pray to Jackson.
You don't even know if he worships a god. He just worships the light.
Something.
Mm-hmm.
I am not worshiping the light. I'm worshiping Odin.
That's fine.
If there's one type of god I'm super against, two really.
The light.
It's the light and the darkness. So.
Okay. What do you guys do? Besides Hoagie nodding in solemn contemplation of this place in the universe.
RoY gives the father time to finish his prayer, or what she presumes to be the finishing of his prayer, and before she kind of interjects, like, I assume this is our destination, Father?
Again, he nods. It is. Inside you will see the focus, the nexus, the essence of Alfheim. You'll know it when you see it.
This is beautiful, Father. Thank you for the privilege.
Thank you. This has been very
Cast-
safe trip.
I cast Detect Thoughts and listened to him.
Ooh,
Okay.
interesting.
I don't know. I still really don't trust this man. What? Fithic has trust issues? Never.
Is the tech thoughts a cantrip?
No, it's
No,
just using spell
I
slots.
have
You're just using spell slots to detect it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to make a save unless I push deeper. So I just kind of know.
Oh, so
what's-
last time you didn't have to make him make a save?
Yeah, it just says.
Because you said shallow last time.
What?
You said surface thoughts last time.
Did it make a save? Oh, well,
Yeah.
then I just read it wrong. It just says you initially learn the surface thoughts, and then as an action you can
That
push
makes
deeper.
Yeah, so surface
He's
thoughts.
just happy to be able to make a pilgrimage to a holy site of his religion. So he's just like very calm, very focused on his contemplation and his prayers.
Cool.
Hoagie will thank his ancestors, and then he'll get up.
I just wait for my comrades to be prepared for the temple.
I assume that the seed is in Hoagie's backpack. I assume that's where it usually is.
Yeah.
Can I just take a look around?
Absolutely. Make an investigation check.
Well, no, that's a 5 plus probably nothing, so nothing.
It's very pretty.
Mm.
It's a very pretty temple. It's definitely more ornate than a lot of the architecture in the city.
Mhm.
Like you can tell that this particular temple was built to be in this exact spot.
Is the foliage, like the woods, are they growing over the temple, or is it seem
It's
to be...
mostly cleared. It's almost like a little hill that kind of reaches up. Yeah, but it's not like the thick woods that just was. There's like a little bit of clearing, but it's not like a big clearing. It's like just maybe
enough to...
like 30 feet from the temple to the beginning of where it gets a little bit more thick with woods, with trees.
Are there any thinking creatures that we can't see? Because I can also detect them with my detect thoughts.
What's the range?
30 feet, and I'm just kind of wandering around.
Or wandering around where? This is you only get it for a minute, so just tell me where you want to actually do that.
I guess kind of like between the priesty dude and the door to the temple.
Is the temple providing light that the priest that we're with doesn't have to like break the darkness? Like we're kind of in like the aura of the.
You're essentially, for mechanically speaking, you're in dim light around the temple. If you're outside of the 30-foot light spell that he is casting, you are in dim light. As long as you're within 30 feet of the stonework of the temple.
So you said you're walking where?
Walking.
So
towards the
you're walking
door.
up to the temple door?
Yeah, but not like touching any like steps or anything.
Anybody else want to take a short rest?
You said it was 30 feet.
Sounds like you do.
You don't detect any thinking creatures. No.
I'm okay with a short rest.
Right before it ends, can I probe deeper into his mind?
Ooh.
He can make a save from that. Correct?
Yeah.
So he's just kind of like take stuff out
Wisdom
of
save.
like pack and start like patching up his melted flesh.
That is a 14.
Just it.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's the DC.
Well, he knows I probed, but I get nothing.
You can see him kind of like wince a little bit as the probe goes a little bit farther, and he kind of rejects it. He kind of like looks around. Does he know you did it specifically, or does he just know that it happened?
No, he knows that I did it.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. He doesn't. He doesn't say anything. He kind of like glares at you though. Before going back to his prayers.
Short rest
Polite.
sounds good. So I think we're taking a short rest, trying to patch up ourselves a little bit outside.
Okay.
Anything we need
So
to do?
you just take a little bit like a half camp thing.
Yeah.
Well. First things first. Roll a d12. Everybody.
I'm just gonna go ahead and roll a different d12 real quick.
That's cocked. For
And fuck me.
sure. 10 for me.
9.
I rolled a 9, so that'll do that. Not going to be another random encounter though. What you are going to do is everybody's going to make another perception check.
$15 for me.
23. 14? I had a 23 earlier too. Well,
Six.
sorry.
So Fithic is the only one who notices this. But as you're kind of like checking out, what's that?
Kind of patching up ourselves and kind of like
Yeah, and so she's kind of like the more suspicious one. So she's kind of looking around and inspecting the cathedral, and you can see in the windows where there is a little bit of time where the light will glint off of the window and it'll just look a little thing, but you can see a more steady movement of several lights passing by the windows every so often. It's hard. It would be very difficult just to notice it if you weren't like being a little bit suspicious about it. But it does not look natural. The way
They're
that
like
these
inside.
yeah, like basically there are lights moving around inside the temple.
I will tell Finn about it because I feel like Hoagie will make a very loud deal of it. So I'll elbow Finn and point it out. Just quiet.
He's
On the DL.
kind of just like patching himself up.
I make another perception check with advantage. See if you can see them.
On me?
Yes, you.
No, the other guy.
No, Jenkins.
No, the other Finns.
7.
Okay. You can't see them, so it would be up to your character or to you if your character believes what Fithic is saying or not.
They're just kind of like moving in there.
At the window? Wait. you're
Yeah,
saying
in the windows, and they're pretty timely, like on a rhythm.
He's like squinting. He's like.
I'll kind of like beat the rhythm, whatever it happened to be.
It's not nearly fast enough for you to be able to like do a beat
Yeah.
to it.
Bust that little spy guys.
I already gave you advantage.
So
I
you
was
have to
saying.
aim it down.
Looks at a chandelier. Just.
Takes a
Something
spyglass,
strange.
looks at it backwards.
Something strange in there, you know.
Something strange.
Like does it look like the creatures we just fought?
Well,
You should-
since it's light and they were in fact the absence of light, I'm going to say no. Could just take my word for it.
No, I believe you. I just wanted to just see. I really can't see them.
They're there. It's strange, very strange, very. I don't want to say man-made. That feels a little racist.
Trying to say artificial?
Yes.
Racist.
Versus the elfin-made lights. I don't know.
They're strange. They were made by humans.
Those darn humans.
I think man is we can use it as like
They're humanoids made.
an umbrella term for sapient races.
That's not funny.
Well, that's sexist.
You would say that.
Woman made. Maybe they're woman made. Maybe they're non-binary made.
Okay.
Wow.
NB made.
They look a little humanoid made. Still sounds stupid. Artificial is probably the way to go.
And to be clear, like you don't necessarily see like a humanoid figure. It's just kind of like these bright lights that pass through.
Maybe a spell. Ooh, there are security spells, aren't there?
There are plenty of security spells. Alarm, magic mouth, magic lock, arcane lock.
If there's one thing I did not research because I didn't have to, because I'm not a wizard, it's that. So.
It would be very strange if a sorcerer had like arcane lock.
Yeah.
So that's not quite in the flavor of
Sorcery.
of sorcery.
I could have secrets I want to lock away. I got a secret. Got a secret. Can you keep it?
I'm still just patching myself.
All right, so you guys finish up your short rest.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Physic informs Finn of
Arcane lock it.
phantom lights. You guys finished short rest? What do you want to do?
I was just healing.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
used-
waiting
I
for
used
the
hit
encounter to be
dice.
over to hit the short rest button.
Keep in mind, you do not get any of the
So out. Hit dice.
your maximum hit points back. So if you have your hit points lowered, they're still lowered.
Yeah, the D&D Beyond will cap it for you.
Just let you know.
Yeah. So like I usually have 99 and I'm at 86 now.
And I'm usually at 69. Nice. No, that's you too.
I'm
Nice.
under 50 again.
You guys actually did pretty well on that little encounters. Should have added 3 or 4 more of them.
Well,
Should have just doubled the amount casually.
I don't think that's necessary.
Alright, I'm feeling good. We ready to go in? It seems like there's nothing going on. It seems pretty like quiet here. I don't see anything. Like
There's definitely something in there.
there's something in there.
And that's why I didn't tell you the first one.
And I look to Leon. Is there usually people in there?
Kind of like shakes his head, looks up, looks around, like not unless some pilgrims have made the pilgrimage.
What would you see?
Possible.
Did you tell him? Yeah, he kind of works here.
I'm sorry, we just got attacked by creatures in the darkness.
Your friend doesn't seem to trust me much, and he's referencing the fact that she.
You don't trust him. Look at that face.
I don't trust a lot of people.
You trust me.
Oh, yes.
I trust him. I got good
Face
judgment.
already was
I have
very-
good judgment. Like I'm saying, this is a quality chap.
It's not that bad.
Looks at wisdom score. Okay.
Well, there are lights going on in there, just back and forth and back and forth. Slowly, though, slower than that. I mean, I'm speeding it up.
It's
for
like light
time's
and
sake.
dark and light and dark and
I
back
don't
and forth
like
and
it.
back and forth.
I do like that.
Huh?
In and out.
To the church?
Suddenly I'm
Sweating like a whore in church.
strange. Suddenly I'm uncomfortable.
Churches have a problem with horse now?
I've never seen any.
Yeah, now.
Indication of that?
That, yeah. I've always promoted it.
Horse is very popular with the old father.
As opposed to
He's the old father. What do you want?
as
Everybody
opposed
calls
to
him daddy. Like, what do you like?
Oh no.
As opposed to demoting it.
What are we doing?
We're going to church.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you guys enter the main chamber of this big cathedral, and a lot of it is just this one main chamber. When you were outside, you could see that there were two wings that went about 30, 40 feet on either side and about 20 feet deep on them. But this main chamber has several different rays of moonlight or sunlight. They're kind of both because of how the light goes around the moon as opposed to reflecting off of it. And you can see several of the beams converge in the middle of this this giant room, and there sits a small, almost like a water bath, almost like you'd see for a bird bath, but very large. And across the surface, you can see a perfect reflection of the rays coming off of it. And then as you guys are looking at it, you watch as a single point of light drops from this massive circular glass window. On that, it almost has a chandelier, almost carved into it, and it kind of drips down. You can, and as you're looking at it, it's almost like looking at the sun. It's so bright, as all of the light kind of refracts and reflects into itself, and then one small drop of liquefied, almost pure light will drip and fall into the bath, and you see the surface of it ripple with light, and you wait a few more, and it takes a few more moments, and another one, and it continues like that.
You know what? That might have been it.
Oh,
Light.
is that normal?
Light.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You wanted the essence of Alfheim.
That's it. Is that dangerous to touch, or is it?
It's an experience, but I wouldn't call it necessarily dangerous unless you stay too long.
Would you say that's what our egg needs? To maybe get it wet, get it moist?
Well, were I to guess, if what you need is the essence of Alfheim, this would be the closest thing to it.
Let's get what? Want to bathe in your light?
This is gonna kind of take giggle.
Spence is in complete disbelief. God's my ass.
He's just gonna kind of look back at the priest with the egg standing next to the pool.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna be like,
The priest is watching you what are you doing?
do I dip it?
I have no idea. Yes and no.
He's rotate. Is there a certain spot?
You should always just stick it in, just right in there. Just
Wait, how big was this?
shove
thing?
it.
I thought we had different proportions.
It's yay big. Yeah.
Is it it's
Right.
On you, it's yay big.
Oh, so
on
he's-
you, it's this
Okay.
because he's 9 feet tall.
Oh.
It's a rugby ball for me.
I know. In the past, you said he's got it on his shoulder or something. I was were we just met?
Is
with
it
saying-
Like a watermelon on my
a
shoulder,
barrel of something, or is it one of those smaller kegs you get at
It'd be the size of a keg.
Oh, the metal ones?
Yeah,
like
a
the
mini
little
keg.
tiny
Yeah,
kegs?
a little bit bigger than that.
No, the metal kegs that you get from a party.
Yeah.
you're
Like
saying.
the mini kegs.
Yeah.
Not the really big.
No, mini
one.
keg is like this.
Oh,
Yeah,
I meant
well, that's
these ones.
That's really more just a
No,
growler.
it's not a.
It
It's
just looks like a keg.
it's like a keg.
Yeah.
Wait, like a full keg?
Not. Yeah, like a full keg.
Because they're this big,
Like a
right?
full keg. Yeah.
Well, a full cake's that big.
No.
No. It's
Like this big.
what?
You guys aren't frat enough.
It's about. How about this? It's about 3 feet tall.
Okay, and then how?
No,
many
I
feet
like
wide?
that.
3 feet tall and how many feet? Like a foot and a half wide?
Yeah, radius of about 1.5 feet. Leon is basically just watching you fumble around with the egg for a few minutes, and then you dip it into
To my
the
notes.
water.
he's gonna kind of just like he looked back at Leon and Leon's like, and he's just like, all right. So he's gonna just kind of gently lower it into the pool, and then he's gonna kind of like
I like
think about it for a second. He's gonna kind of just spin it like rotisserie style, and just he's like, I don't know. Like he'll get his hands in there just to feel like.
That's right. Get the full coverage going.
Well, as you're doing that, enough time passes where another droplet will fall, and it will hit the egg, and the seed, and yeah. And once that does, you see the liquid light kind of spread, and you would expect it to almost like bounce off and splash you, but it just kind of like falls, almost just defying what the physics of water would do. It just cascades over the seed, and then you can see as it does that little indents, almost a lot like what happened when Frey Svelgar was doing his magic on the seed, where it etched in like details of a scene. This time you see it etches a small circle into the top part of the seed, and you wait a little bit longer, and then another one pops down, and then you can see from the circle little rays of light, kind of like going down like a, what's the term for like when you, like radially, like little lines that popping, like going out from
Radial.
Radial, yeah. So like radial lines coming out from this circle. And since you're turning it, you can see like it go all across, and then on the other side, there's another, basically crescent moon to represent the sun and the moon on both sides of this scene that is coming together on this seed. And after a while, like of this, like 4 or 5 of these drips, it gets slower, then stops. Music's more sinister.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just so pretty.
Yeah.
Sinister.
So
Eats cheese, it's faster.
as you guys kind of are looking at this, and you notice that the drops have stopped, so you all kind of look up at this crystalline structure that is coming down off of this window, and you can see the light that's no longer dripping down. You kind of look at it, and it gets brighter and brighter until it's almost like daylight shining out of this cathedral.
I feel much more comfortable.
And yeah, until it doesn't explode, but several large drops of light spray out from this, and it drops all around you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as these bright white figures start to take shape, they have shadows somehow. Directly out from the chandelier, as if light were shining onto these beings that are also pure light. These shadows on the walls start to take their own shape and take their own movements as they break away from the light, the creatures of light. And as you guys kind of like look around, you notice that you are surrounded by these dichotomy of strange spectral humanoid creatures, half of light and half of dark. And that's what we'll end it for the night. I think that's a good point to build up some dread in the Cathedral of Alfheim.
Well, it worked.
I feel dread.
Look, I don't even have to put the smiley face on you. You're already smiling.
Yeah, it's already great. But, once again, thank you for joining us for Roots of Yggdrasil. It's been a pleasure to go through this. It took a little bit of a detour here. I thought random encounter, a good time to kind of soften you guys up for the big climax to this particular leg of your journey. And I've got some fun stuff planned for this particular battle, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. I can't wait for our audience to see it either. So please, if you like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, hit the like. Look at all the stuff we've got in our comment section. There's a lot of cool people in there. For instance, Kat, who are our sponsors and where can they see down there in the comment section?
Oh, damn. I totally picked those, and I'm not making this up right now on the spot. Let's go with Dice Legion and Game Master Monday.
Yeah!
That's written down in my notes somewhere.
Oh, I see it next to the penis.
True.
That's the sun and the moon and the main hall. What are you talking about?
Yep.
The penis.
It's a willy.
You're
I
supposed to
very
say-
specifically drew it as a
Kat, you're
penis.
supposed to say the knave and the
17.
abscess.
Okay, well, see, here's the nave right here, and then
Yeah.
this is where the font is, and then
Nice.
you've got the little tiny chapels off to
Yeah.
the side, and this is the main.
That's not anything. It's tiny chapels.
Yeah, they're the wings. The moon chapel and the sun chapel.
She did literally draw in that they're different symbolism.
Very, very interesting.
In case you wanted to
For high
know.
definition, shown on Patreon.
You're the one who said there was a main hall with two big wings on the
Yeah.
side, and so I drew them.
You should let us know in the comments if you like the climax after we drip on the seed.
Is
Oh,
that our
no.
question for the day?
And then go check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Mastodon, Hive, Facebook, and now Blue Sky. Because we love social media.
Also-
social media.
That shirt.
Oh, thank you. Doctor.
Just so well done.
Sailor?
So well done.
Seaman?
Or actually, let me
No, I prefer Seedmen.
No.
let's get the full effect.
I like
here.
your
Yeah.
seed,
Yeah,
man.
show it off.
Oh, look at that. Look at that koi.
I don't know why I'm
God,
watching
check
it
out-
on the screen.
Yeah,
Check
I
out
don't
his-
like that either.
Check out his koi.
Just to see if it fits on the screen pretty much.
Oh, yeah. All right, show the clouds on the other shoulder, though. You gotta show the other shoulder, too.
Do a little
Oh, they're
show
here,
of
too.
the cow.
Yeah. Yes, queen.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, am I gonna... Oh,
He's rocking the boat!
Mary.
Huh?
What's our question for the day?
The question of the day is, hey, you remember that scene from Samurai Jack where he dresses in all white and there's the guy in the shadows that's in all black? Suddenly the white and light starts to fade and he has limited time to defeat the enemy before he is bathed in darkness and therefore vulnerable because he's dressed in all white. It's a really good scene, you should watch it. Also, if you were to be light or dark, which would it be?
Penguin, I could be both.
True.
Too easy.
In case you were wondering, Mary's upset by that.
The warriors of light and dark are really just penguins.
She's not upset at me. She's upset that she realizes that I'm right.
So John is getting sent to purgatory.
Forever. Arnar.
To Niflheim. Only for you, though.
Nibelheim.
I love Niflheim.
We all love Niflheim.
Art is in the beauty of the areola.
Anyway, bye.
At last, I have reached the tallest peak in all the world, where the wisest person lives. Finally, I'll get the answers I seek.
Welcome. I am the wisest person in the world. Ask me your question.
What is my purpose in life? What should I be doing to achieve pure happiness?
You must stream Game Master Monday.
Come again.
Game Master Monday, the bi-weekly podcast that plays a new one-shot in a new system in a new setting with a new cast every episode. Listening to their funny jokes and wild stories is the only path to happiness, my child.
Sick. I'm going to go home and binge the whole thing right now.
What a nice kid. Oh dear, he fell off the mountain. Now they'll never know how good Game Master Monday is.